Hello everyone, welcome to Ready City Crit. I am your Dungeon Master, Harda, and joining me is my usual rigmarole of players. I'm going to be sneezing so much today because I went outside.
But you weren't sneezing outside. I think you're faking hay fever.
No, it's definitely real.
It lingers.
It
lingers.
I also was sneezing outside.
I like that you said it's real. Like, I'm not suggesting hay fever itself.
Hay fever's a real thing, George. It's a real thing, okay? It exists.
I don't believe in hay fever.
It sucks so much.
I wouldn't know. I don't have it because I'm not a sad city folk like you guys.
I grew up in the country.
Nope, only city folk get hay
now
fever,
he grows up
sorry.
in the country, little Miss Tiny over there. Let's start off with the person who is most allergic to grasses, and then we'll work our way down from there.
Hi, my name's Ryan. The planet hates me, flyers hate me. I play Cyrus Revoir, the ASMR barbarian.
I'll go next. I'm pretty allergic to grass. Hi, I'm Anthony. I play Boris Darkhoof, the Satyr Rogue Fighter, and I'll pass it on to the next person.
I'll probably go next. I'm Will. I'll give the Sugar Ranger.
No, it's Mary and George again.
No,
I'm
gonna give that one to Mary. She literally grew up on a farm. Like, she probably breathes pollen for breakfast.
Just, I'm having a nice bowl of pollen.
Yeah.
Mary's nasal passages are so well pollinated.
It's a bowl of pollen with honey for milk.
Sounds kind of good, actually.
Poison.
Right. Have they introduced themselves yet, or are they just arguing still?
I think we've interrupted
Okay.
Will, so... Did you finish,
Sorry.
Will?
Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Hi, I'm George. I don't have hay fever, but sometimes if the sun is too bright, it makes me sneeze, and then Harry accuses me of having hay fever, so... I don't know what to do about that. I play Atlas Moreau, the Owlin Druid, and I will pass it over to that farmer girl.
Hi, it's that farmer girl. I'm Mary. I play Astra, the ASMR cleric, and I'll pass it back to DM. He is
That
suffering.
farmer girl sounds like a username.
I'm just gonna quickly go
That'd be
on
a
Twitter
great
and just
username.
search up that farmer girl and just see. It's gotta be someone,
Gotta
right?
be someone.
That farmer girl. I don't think though there is. It's an Applejack account. There you go.
Yeah, that checks out.
She's not been active since 2014, and her description is, if you need anything, come to me. I'll try my best to help you. # single. So you know, relatable. I guess maybe. Who was remind me what happened last time?
Hang on, 2014, me and Mary got together in 2015.
It is.
We found it! We found Mary's My Little Pony Twitter account. We knew it existed.
Okay, who wants to remind what happened last time?
We rescued the parents, we fixed the ship, we decided to become traders for a week, and get back to Squall.
Yep, we're still working out the exact trading, buying and selling.
Because some people thought it would be fun to put more maths in D&D. The worst part of D&D.
Yeah, you guys just left the Aurora Serenity sector behind you. It is worth noting as well that on your journeys, you did pass through the Imperial Nexus sector, which is where the Sundered attacked the Rabbit's Foot, the frigate, the Amalgamate frigate, and the Nexus station when you guys were there, and then you had to basically...
How's that looking from afar? Not up close.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys gave it a wide berth for the safety.
Not up close.
However, it doesn't look... It's not being, like, destroyed by any means. But you can still see that it's undergoing repairs. As if a conflict had occurred. But that will probably be the only real point of note kind of as you're going around, because you specifically avoided the Carius Nebula and Yuri. You also did have to pass through Solitude Enigma, which would mean the Illuminara Spire was nearby, but again, I imagine you avoided it at all costs.
Was that
you know,
mushrooms?
Yeah, that's your mushrooms and your sentinels and your potential, like, very long living archmage. that you guys kind of noped out from there and just like, yep, let's let that problem resolve itself.
I mean, they've been there for that long and nothing bad has happened, right?
Yeah, it's probably fine. Right, nothing bad's gonna happen. But those are the two places of real note that you pass through that you may have,
Is
know,
Ryan
like...
frozen or just very still?
You look fine on my end. Oh, Ryan.
He's frozen. He couldn't
Hello?
Oh, he's... Oh, Jesus! Ah, it's like a jump scare!
My connection did drop there for about 5 minutes, so...
You looked very serious. You were
Yeah,
like,
because my screen froze and I was like, what's going on?
He missed the recap. Recap, I don't know what you missed or didn't miss. The Nexus Station...
some shit, but
Nexus Station wasn't
zoomed
destroyed.
past.
It's just being repaired. And then the Luminara Spire, I assume you guys avoided, but it's still there.
Okay.
And now you have just entered a sector you haven't been to before. You were previously plotting a course to go here whenever you received word from Daze about Atlas's parents.
Oh yeah, we just turned that shit around.
Which is the Celestial Shroud system, which is like this, it's got like dense nebulae, like, and the hidden celestial bodies kind of like hidden in this thing called the Veil of Shadows, which is this big cloud of like gas and dust that creates like a stunning tapestry of colors, and like just places can be lost in there. It fucks up like system navigation, things like that. So literally there's like things hidden among the Veil of Shadows. But outside the Veil of Shadows, there is Ecliptus, which is like a little rocky planet. Which is kind of like perpetually kind of like in Twilight because of the density of the actual nebula itself. And then there's Spectra, a little moon that orbits it as well. And then Shroud is the center star, which is like in the middle of this nebula that kind of gives this red glow all through the nebula itself. You did see that there was a research outpost on Ecliptus. There is a mining colony on Spectra. And there's also a something called the Shroud Watch Station, which is like right on the edge of the nebula itself, which kind of like serves as like monitoring station. And there's probably things as well hidden inside the Veil of Shadows if you so wished to delve. But yeah, you've just arrived here, so this is your 7th jump. So your trade boys, if you want to do any trade, you will have to seek out somewhere to continue your trading if you want to continue trading in this sector. And this is one of the few sectors before you start entering what we'll probably refer to as a fairly militarized area of Amalgamate space that about at least 3 of you have traveled through before. So yeah, what do you want to do?
Oh, fuck's sake, sorry. For some reason my headset's decided it's run out of battery.
Good.
It's okay.
Hear you at
Is
least.
there anything specifically that we're aiming to do, or just kind of travel through the sector?
You guys have been like stopping off at trade systems and stuff like as you go. Like, so, I mean, as a note, like, you know, a lot of the systems you're passing through have, like, galactic trade desk systems and things like that. Probably the only one you didn't trade at is you maybe wouldn't have got, unless you wanted to, like, the Nexus Station would have been the only place to trade at in the Imperial Nexus Station. So, like, maybe you, the sector, sorry, so maybe you wouldn't have traded in that one sector.
Skip that one.
What sector is that then?
That would have been Sector 5.
Right, no worries, we're not there yet. We're not
5
quite
or
there yet.
4.
We're jumping into some hurdles, but it's fine.
Yeah, Sector 5, I think. Maybe just skip that one if you're not trading there. But yeah, most of the time you're going to like planet surfaces, you're going to like trade nexuses, things like that. So basically, you know, like continue going, and you had loads of good trade all the way along that belt because that belt kind of like follows the Amalgamate's main kind of like thoroughfare for all of its traffic as well. So like, it's a quite a popular route you guys are on, the Trader's Belt. But now you kind of like push beyond it and it does start to thin down. If you recall, whenever you last left the Omphalos, the further as you got past the Carius Nebula as well, a lot less like civilian-friendly areas, a lot more military-heavy things. But to be fair, Celestial Shroud, the only real military structure you can see is that little watch station, little monitoring station. There's probably the odd like Amalgamate vessel like in like, you know, in the sector, but nothing like, you know, no big stations or anything like that.
Alright.
Do we want to just chill in this sector, or are we looking to trade as well?
We would look to trade if we were caught up, but
Yeah,
The
we'll
spreadsheet
take a
boys
skip
are
on
maybe-
this one.
maybe-
maybe
cheating.
let's do some roleplay. Let's get.
Yeah, do some real play on it.
We're in the trenches
Well,
right
at
now.
the very least, we're going to land somewhere, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Because we have to land to trade. So
Yeah, so I mean, potential areas of land. There is Ecliptus, which is like the planet itself. What pops up? There's a little research outpost there, which is like some like scientific research facility. There's the moon Spectra, which has a like a mining colony on it. It looks like, and the mining colony has a registered traders outpost on there. On the actual miners colony
With
itself.
some rare minerals.
Yeah, you can probably find some raw materials there, or maybe some like equipment, and you know, that kind of thing. Ecliptic as well, like, you know, it's like Ecliptus is a planet, like it has little smaller colonies as well, but yeah, Spectra has like a bigger, almost industrial kind of like mining colony up there, which kind of like stands out more on your radar than any of the small little farmer colonies on Ecliptus, which is, you know, in Twilight, so they have to farm like fungus and shit probably down there.
let's go to those miners, you know?
Yeah, which is more likely to have a piece of Saparna. Mines or fungus planet.
Also, we're a little on the fungus, you know?
Yeah, it's a mushrooms.
We're keeping our distance. We're like, oh look, these people farm mushrooms, and Astra's like, no.
I want to go to the mines.
Into the mines.
Children yearn for
Until
the
she becomes
mines.
afraid of
Also,
dark,
when I was
and then
suggesting
she's
it, I
just
nearly was like, let's go talk to miners, and was like, oh nope, that's not. Don't cancel me.
But yes, you guys plot a course to Spectra. Trundle along. I will need a little roll to see how your ship is faring on this lovely day.
Boop.
Wait, tentacle attack.
And I'll need another D100.
The D200.
D200.
D100.
He's rolling.
I think Barros was rolling something, but he might be rolling. That's
yeah, I
that's
think
better.
he's-
Oh, good. Nothing strange or startling jumps out at you as you fly down towards the surface of Spectra, this little small moon that orbits Eclipse itself. You see, as you kind of like approach the mining colony itself, there is like these like big like landing pads that will probably be able to house like you're talking like heavy ships that probably touch down here, big industrial freighter kind of style ships. So your ship, as it touches down on the little small like on this landing pad, it looks like so out of place where it is, you know, it's like huge big space, kind of like little dinky ship setting down there. It could probably hold a ship like 4 times the size of
parking
yours.
in one of those like giant lorry spaces.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, you fly down and yeah, you touch down. You this mark Spectra, and you see it as you get there. Spectra does not have an atmosphere. The mining colony appears to be primarily subterranean. It has this big like metal structure on the like top of the planet itself, kind of think like a moon base kind of style, like long connected corridors, like big like glass like domes, and it has this big like airlock entrance that you can see at the end of the where all these like landing bays kind of converge, and these big conveyor belts that all roll out, and like probably even like little like mine cart kind of like style systems, like where trolleys be pushed along to like, you know, move heavy loads and things like that. But yeah, it looks like you're gonna need to disembark and head to the door itself. There does look to be larger like airlocks for maybe your shuttle you could probably take over if you want to take the shuttle there.
You take the shuttle.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how many spacesuits do we have? I think we only have like 4.
Yeah. You definitely had 2 on the ship, so unless you got more.
Normally, Atlas just grabs the Chimera and puts
Jesus,
it-
Mary. What the fuck was that? Is that Mary? I don't know what that noise. Did anyone else hear that? Just me. Okay.
All you, Harry,
Don't know what
all
that
you.
was. It sounded like a very like a horrible like fucking dial-up connection for a second there. Like we gone back to the fucking 90s.
Yeah, I switched our internet to a 90s dial-up.
No.
But yeah, normally Atlas just gets on the Chimera because Tawa can move really fast and holds her breath, but Atlas has to be on I'm a very careful, responsible adult mode because her parents are around.
Yep.
No fun.
Her and as a note as well, the Moreau family have been occasionally like getting off the ship, but most of the time they are choosing to stay aboard just in case they get recognized or anything like that. They don't want to draw too much untoward attention. But what you're quite happy is at all the places you've stopped at in Amalgamate space, there's no wanted posters, there's no, kind of like big, there's no attention of like being drawn to the Moreau family themselves, if that makes sense.
Still kind of just dead.
Yeah, you definitely are still riding that kind of like that false assumption that they are potentially lost to the Expanse. Probably you even see, like, as you're kind of like, if you take the shuttle over together, everyone who's going over, you probably see like one of the like little news boards which has this like like illusion projected up of like like the news of the Amalgamate space. You kind of see there's still this ongoing like discussion of like what happened back in the Aegis system. There was some kind of like strange
but you wouldn't believe us.
Yeah, some kind of strange like there was like suspected like engine failure and things like that. But yeah, it's just it's that kind of thing again where everyone's like was presumed dead after the explosion that happened. There is still, if you took the time to check any wanted boards or bounty boards, there is still a warrant and investigation for you guys in particular.
God.
Oh, lovely.
If only we could be, blown up and presumed dead.
However, yeah, with the like,
some people got all the luck.
With the actions you guys are taking, with like using Barry Lightshoe and the alternate hollow straps and things like that, you're not cropping up enough. Or like
it's like the occasional sighting of someone. It's like that could have been anyone.
Yeah, you're not cropping up enough, and also with the other news going on, you're kind of like you're not hot off the presses anymore when you first escaped from the of Omphalos. Yeah, news moves on quick in the Expanse. There's lots of news and lots of planets, lots of headlines to cover.
How close are people looking at some random traders trading, random shit? What was the last thing we traded, guys?
What? The things we traded?
Yeah. What are we trading in?
We're up to Sector 6. And if we just traded some hollow projectors, apparently.
Nobody's looking at us, some humble hollow projector traders.
But it might be if this calculation comes out correctly.
So I guess we shuttle up.
Yeah, you guys shuttle over. I assume everyone's going aboard.
Yeah. Let's explore.
Yeah, Days and Sunshine. If you want them to come with, they will. The Moreaus will choose to stay aboard just because they're getting close to the closer and closer to Draken and Space are a bit more nervous. Just about
heavily militarized zones.
More people who might recognize them. More people might be more in the loop. That kind of thing. So they're going to choose to stay. Days and Sunshine, again, if you want them to come with, they'll come with. Otherwise, they'll just probably choose to stay aboard the ship.
Do we want Days and Sunshine to come aboard? Come
Astra,
along?
would you like Days to come?
Join us if she wants.
If you want to ask them. Days will be like, yeah, I'll come aboard. And Sunshine's like, oh, I was just getting into this, really, I was going to do myself a real good deep clean this afternoon, so I'm going to take a room and just go to town.
It's going to be your room, isn't it, Cyrus?
Technically, it's Days' room now.
I picture him like rubber gloves and like full on get up.
I don't know. I never really got the chance to claim it.
He slept in there like once.
I don't even think I slept in there once.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
Too busy watching the engine.
Yeah, he slept in the engine, yeah. It was never his room.
You slept in to the humming.
It was his shower room, if anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Went there, had a shower, went back to the engines.
But yeah, you guys hop aboard the shuttle. Daze comes along with you, and yeah, you take the shuttle over, and eventually, you this big like blast door opens up. You see the familiar glow of like a shielding bay, kind of similar to the Silium's Grace as before. And the shuttle touches down in this like small little loading bay almost. It probably would do like similar kind of size vessels. They probably serve to transport like heavy machinery and things like that back and forth. From like ships that are dropping off supplies and dropping off supplies back there and things like that. So yeah, the big blasters close up shut behind you. Because you are here to trade, there is no docking fee. It's with you with your permit, so there's no fee in that kind of regard. And yeah, you kind of like step off and you find yourself like in this like, it's kind of like reminiscent of BioShock almost, like lots of like interconnected like metal like walls, tunnels all connected, but like it still has these big windows to the outside, and you see this like strange reddish nebula in the distance.
Pre or post everything going to shit?
Post.
Oh fuck.
No, it's pre, obviously. But yeah, it's that kind of thing where like, people are still going around, like there's other people here. It's also, I guess it's kind of even similar, you could probably draw connotations to that Mars colony in Starfield, if you know that one. I don't know the fucking name of it, but that one also is kind of similar, I guess. I'm just trying to pull any, like, sci-fi stuff that I have in my head together. But yeah, you, like, step out of your shuttle and you see just like a big door that leads to the main processing area, which is like and processing for people. It seems like they're obviously a mining colony of this size. It's probably much more likely that people are sent here rather than necessarily make a life here for a long time. But yeah, you kind of like step aboard and you kind of just these big long winding corridors, and it's almost like this large it's almost like everything is almost on this like stairwell that descends down like a 45-degree angle and has like offshooting tunnels that they go deeper into the actual terrain itself. And you see signs for like like residential areas, like marketplace, like entertainment districts, things like that. And like and you can only assume that the mining probably takes place far, far at the bottom. And you can just see it just goes on and on. Like, and you see the lights just go on until your vision... It's not even like darkness takes your vision. It's like you just run out of sight. Like, it just... The natural convection just is lost. Must go for miles.
Olgir, do you feel at home, or... Is that racist? That might have been racist. Maybe not. Your planet's like basically all underground.
I don't want to be feeling at home. If I'm feeling at home, we're too close.
I mean, he did say he was a miner.
You should be feeling at home then.
Yeah, as long as I don't go in the mines, I'll be happy.
Well, no, he's a very successful trader, now.
Bloody hell, yeah.
I think we're all successful traders. Is this not being shared out among us, or?
I mean, technically it was our initial investment, but... We'll spend it on the ship anyway.
Yeah. There's some value to that.
Hey, we wouldn't even be on this popular trading route if it wasn't for us having to double back to save my parents, so...
This is true.
Yeah, thank God.
Insider knowledge.
Captured.
You're welcome.
Does that mean I also can say you're welcome because I told you guys that they were getting, like, sent away?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, and also you're welcome. So I got to cut as well, right?
Yeah.
Got expensive habits.
Look, I'm just saying, like...
Volgir will pull out a little notepad. So, we'll give you this much money. Then we've got to knock off lodging, food, clean up fee.
That's fine. I mean, like... I'll still turn a profit, probably, at the end of it.
I'm just saying...
I see how much money is going in and out of that hole, guys, every day.
I'm just saying, if it was like Cyrus's dad who got captured, we probably wouldn't have bothered turning back.
Or we would have turned back to blow up the ship.
Dark, man.
I'm just saying.
I know your dad, but you have a lot of hostility there.
Oh, trust me, it's warranted.
So, just to let you guys know, through 6,000 chits of trading each, we've turned over 375,000 chits.
Nice.
Woo!
Harry's gone to check the maths, probably.
Probably correct. Barros is very good at
Nice.
persuasion, and like Volgear with trading permits like that, yeah. Like you could turn a very good profit. And that's why whenever I give you prices, things like that, it's like, wow, that's expensive. It's like, yeah, but it's not though. It's not.
You just need to roll really high.
I mean, I assume it's going into
Yeah.
like communal funds, which is going to go to like ship upgrades, or if someone wants
Well, this is
something
what
that
we
is
just said
actually
we were gonna-
really useful to them.
Or,
Yeah,
we need
well-
a diamond because somebody died.
That counts as a
Yeah,
communal use.
We were thinking of maybe
Well,
getting,
never mind, maybe
getting a
stock up on-
a ship upgrade.
I mean, yeah, we
Good.
are in a mining colony right now. Might not be the worst place to look for a couple of just in case diamonds.
Yeah, I mean, like,
True.
if you guys, so like I said, there's like a residential area, there's like an entertainment district, there's like a marketplace. If there's anything else you're in particular looking for, like just,
I bet that entertainment district is wild. I bet miners, once they're done mining, party hard.
Yeah,
Mining's hard
walking-
work, probably. I've never
Miners
mined
party
anything.
hard.
It looks
Volgear is
hard.
walking away from the mines in the opposite direction, whichever direction that takes him, whether
So-
it takes
so
him
Back
Volgear's
onto the
walking-
ship.
Volgear's walking back up towards the
Back onto
pedestrian
the ship.
entrance.
He's like, "Get outta
Up
here."
the stairs to the left. It's like, you guys have like come in, there's a tunnel, and like to the right, it just descends down, and like it just keeps going up on the left, like towards the sort of like, probably it doesn't go up before it just goes straight to the left, and like, you see the winding, like, the opening bay. So Volgear just turns left, starts going out towards the fucking airlock.
He probably looks at it and goes, sighs, turns around and goes, right, let's make this quick.
I mean, the mines are like deep. Like, to get to the mines, you'd have to walk for at least
We're
half
not
an
gonna
hour.
make you
It looks
go
like most people actually
mining.
take these little small shuttles that kind of like move up and down, almost like little like trams almost that kind of move up and down on like these little rails, up and down themselves. But most of the stuff up here is easily from walking distance to different sectors. You've got your like basically just your marketplace sector is quite nearby. There's like a couple of residential zones like labeled like alphabetically like A through like F probably, and then there's the entertainment district as well. There's probably like a medical bay. There's like like a processing plant for like like people like like looking for amalgamate like embassies and things like that. Probably all kept in one area as well. And it's a real eclectic mix. You are in Amalgamate space still, so you're kind of used to seeing this real mix of different races here. But you see that the vast majority of people here are of dwarvish heritage.
Dwarves love mining. Everyone knows this.
I mean, probably Volgear would know that Spectra. Actually, make me a history check, Volgear. You'd be the only one who would know this like offhand, but just maybe a history check to see if you.
They are dwarves, and they're digging holes.
Yeah.
Diggy, diggy.
13.
holes.
13. Yeah, Spectra, is actually it's owned by a dwarvish mining company called Rocksoul. And they have like
Right.
big stuff back on your home
I was
as
so
well.
hoping you'd be like, a dwarven miners company called Diggy Hole Co.
Right.
Right, was there anything we wanted to kind of do
Yeah.
here specifically, or just trading? We can.
I mean, a little bit of exploration just to see what's
Yeah.
about.
I was gonna say
Yeah,
entertainment
kinda.
district sounds fun.
Entertainment
Yeah.
District.
Well, maybe with some downtime would be nice. No, we've all
Look,
been
I just
cramped up on the
appreciate
ship, but-
any time not with my parents breathing down my neck, so. Let's go.
Well, you're the one that brought them on the ship.
You also can't get too wasted because you don't want to be coming back to your parents drunk.
Yes, but I can have a drink. And yes, I put them on the ship because the alternative was letting them die. And on a scale of let family die to have family breathe down my neck, I don't have
So-
to like it.
So what I'm hearing here is you need lots and lots of shots.
I need 1 or 2 shots, and I need my friends to stop being assholes. Let's go.
That doesn't sound like us at all.
No.
I bet we could
I'm
get
down with
some
one or
moon
two
dust here
shots.
and get Atlas completely fucked.
You guys can joke all you like, but if you get me too fucked, they're not gonna blame me. They're gonna blame you.
Are you sure about that?
Right now, I don't know.
Are they blaming
I
anyone
think
right
my
now? To be
parents are
honest?
starting to learn what a menace I actually am, which is a terrifying concept. I've been able to pawn it off on my brothers for years.
Yeah, I think being a terrorist kind of does that to you.
An alleged
Yeah.
terrorist, we never stood trial.
And breaking it.
No, we just got arrested and then broke ourselves out.
It's not a great look, but you know.
But yeah, so like, what do
I
you?
am kind of sad we couldn't go back to the Umphalos and see if they changed the Inescapable's name, but you know.
The slightly inescapable.
Just a touch escapable. Just a smidge.
Mostly inescapable.
They put like a little asterisk after it.
There's an asterisk, and then like at the bottom of the sign, there's like one of those little museum plaques of like, in this year, these 5 people did escape the prison.
Due to external circumstances.
External factors.
Due to external factors, like they unleashed a fucking giant, and one of them could turn into a bear. Okay, it was hard.
The
Also,
gravity stop.
there was a blowtorch chimera and
Yeah,
gravity reversed. itself
Gravity
for some
reversed.
reason.
We're not sure why that happened, to be honest.
But yeah, so where are you
Do
guys
you
heading?
think
You
they're
guys
going
heading
to
towards
look
the
back at that
marketplace, or
whole
you heading
thing,
towards the
not
table?
know that like Barrels and Volgir reverse gravity, and be like, due to a gravity fault?
I think we're gonna go cut loose. We're all gonna
Yeah.
get
You gonna head
wasted.
towards the entertainment district?
We're gonna get cocaine and dwarven hookers.
Slight retcon. I meant to say this when we landed. Does Zaparna say anything?
Oh yeah, we will be checking in with Saparna every time we land to trade. Like, hey, there a shard around?
Ah, yeah. Sabana hasn't flagged any shards since the last one.
Since Lush.
But we're also gonna tell her that, you know, don't wait for us to ask. Like, if we
Wait,
land
see-
and
wait-
there's a shard,
When do you see Harry's put shards on all like the home planets, so we have to go and see people?
yeah, you're gonna have to
what?
go home at some point. You're
So-
gonna have to face the consequences. They will
No.
quench.
No,
Like,
Your
it
conses
makes sense
will
for a shark
quench.
being
I
killed.
refuse the consequences of my cons.
I mean, you've had
I
a shard.
refuse.
What? You've had a shard on Lush, which is orbiting the Elvish homeworld Kemnor, which was another shard, and then the Star Mark as well was a shard. So you've got 3 shards so far.
We've already got the shard from my home planet, so like, it came to us.
So we got
Thanks-
Volgir's
thanks-
home
thanks,
planet.
Micaiah.
We've got Astra's home planet.
Which
Does
is also.
does Abaddon count
Yes.
as a home planet? Because I lived there for
Yes.
long enough. Go to hell to collect the
well,
pieces
I mean,
of
it's the
gold.
homeworld of
Also-
the Tieflings.
Also,
and the
to
Devils.
quote Harry in a conversation we had a couple weeks ago, you gotta send your players to hell at least once in a campaign, right? Like, they have to go to hell.
You don't have to go to hell. You can just bypass it. You know.
They have to go to hell.
You don't-
I was like, am I working too hard on my world's hell? And Harry's like, they've gotta go to hell, you know? It's just for funsies.
Right about-
It's never a fun time in hell in any campaign.
We had a little bit of a fun time in hell.
Yeah, the Shadowfell was a
The
different. story.
Shadowfell sucked. The
Um,
Shadowfell sucked so bad that we didn't want to play D&D purely because it sucked.
But yeah, you
Everything
guys.
was grimy and dark. We were going insane.
Yeah. So
Hands
Shadowfell.
in circles.
Yeah, you head over across the like this large kind of like descending corridor towards the entertainment district, following the signs. And after you round a corner, go down a 3-door flight of stairs, you eventually find yourself in this like main thoroughfare of the entertainment district itself. You see flashing neon signs, bustling of activity. The promenade is lively, across people moving around between various venues. There's a lot of like colorful dynamic light shows that kind of add to the atmosphere. There are street performers as well. Here you see acrobats, musicians, kind of performing little like small crowds, kind of like Covent Garden, kind of like almost style. There are lots of like little small like cafes with seating areas that kind of like jut out into the promenade, like even bars have like these like more like external drinking areas, like kind of like, you know, cafe license kind of like front, effectively, kind of all within the neon promenade itself. You see areas that stand out to you: the Stardust Casino, the Celestial Theater, the Gravity Lounge, the Hollow Arcade, the Serenity Spa, Nebula Lights Bar, and the Starport Diner. All kind of signs that have that probably the most vibrant that kind of draw your eye.
Hey,
Should we
they've
just
got a
bet it
theater
all?
here.
What's a gravity lounge? Are we not experiencing gravity right now?
Maybe it's an anti-gravity lounge.
Then
You
why would
float
they not
about.
say that?
We've
Because
experienced
we're
it
already
once.
in. It's artificial gravity lounge,
Want to find
which is
out?
technically still a gravity lounge. Yeah, could be fun. Better to do it before drinking if it is what I think it is. That could get messy real quick. You're floating around, you see a blob coming towards you, and you can't avoid it because there's no fucking gravity. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the video of those like fairground rides where it like spins really fast and you're like stuck to the wall? Someone
Okay,
throws
I
up
don't-
on one of those and it's just there's just a moment where you just like everybody stops screaming for a second. And it's like, oh.
It's just making me think of The Simpsons whenever they like spit and it like flew back and hit Milhouse, and then somebody else spit and it flew back and hit Milhouse, and he was just stuck in the middle of it. It doesn't sound fun.
Gravity Lounge.
Yes,
the
you guys head
Gravity
around towards Gravity
Lounge.
Lounge. Yeah, and as you get close, it kind of reminds you of like as you're kind of like walking along, there's like people at the doors that kind of get your attention, like trying to call you in. It kind of feels like you're going through like Ibiza's like main strip in a sense, like with all these like different like clubs and that, like all the way along. People like offering like drinks off and like that, but you make your way kind of down towards the Gravity Lounge, and you see that from the Gravity Lounge, this is like Thrycreen there, who's like projecting into your mind like images of like nice looking drinks and like dancing, things like that, good music. And it's like you hear in your head like, come inside the Gravity Lounge, get some good drinks, and we got VIP sections, DJ playing right now, good times.
Is it just a fancy bar?
It looks like a nightclub.
Do we want to go to a nightclub?
Daze is like, I'm down, I'm so ready. She's got a
been.
glow
I've never
stick
gone to
from
that
somewhere
bar.
that you don't know where,
We
like
turn
put around her
around,
neck.
Daze is holding like 15 free drink vouchers. She's like got a glow stick necklace
She's
already.
got glow
It's
sticks like
what?
hanging off her ears.
What? How did this happen? I've never been to a nightclub before.
Neither.
Dyrus, they got many nightclubs on Abaddon?
No. Not really a rave kind of planet. It's
Or
more
a rage kind of
heavy
planet?
metal
Well,
and
isn't it just a kind of nightclub in the general sense? Because correct me if I'm wrong, aren't all nightclubs very, very, very warm? I always find that. Or is that just
I mean,
Something
it's a
Would you just
warm place where
compare
you're
the-
getting clubbed a lot.
Did you just compare the heat of the hells to sweaty BO in a nightclub?
I mean, that sounds
Yes.
like hell to me.
Let's go.
Oh, fuck's sake. Well, if Volgear has to endure mines,
Also-
I guess I have to endure nightclubs.
Also, with the term sweaty BO, Atlas tightens her mask a little bit.
Yeah, you step
Into
inside, you're immediately hit with the like dull
Sweaty BO.
thudding of like drum and bass kind of like music as it like kind of like gives this really like large like speaker system going. There's like a DJ like playing nearby.
Where's our drum and bass music?
I don't have any handy. I thought, fuck, I was gonna go to a fucking
At least
nightclub.
at least it's not dubstep.
someone? Please, Harry, put dubstep on now.
Oh god.
Give me,
It quickly switches to dubstep.
uh,
In between the dubstep beats, there's just a fuck you, Ryan. And you're like, who is Ryan?
This is definitely not nightclub music.
hang
It's a
on.
very classy nightclub.
Really
Yeah.
classy
I've-
nightclub.
Can you hear music? I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Like,
Check your volume.
Like
Okay,
very
perfect.
quiet kind of plink plonks.
Oh, there we go. It's because I had it on 25%.
I had it on 20 and I had to move up to 35.
you go. Fucking suck on that. But I had handy. But yeah, so you like step inside. Yeah, you see there's a DJ who's like in this DJ booth, which is like a large sphere, which is got a big like column suspending it out from the wall, which sits kind of above the dance floor, if you could call it that. The dance floor is like a traditional like 70s nightclub, like checkerboard rainbow lights. However, you see as a an elf like
Oh,
is
it's
like
good. It's gonna be like Ready Player One with like the anti-gravity dance.
yeah,
floor.
as literally as that, like an elf goes out, grabs like someone's hand on the bar. He's like human man gets pulled along, and he's like whoa, and she like backs up, and as she does so, she starts floating up her back, and like her feet kind of go out behind her, and she like pulls him up into it, and they start dancing around like at a full like 0G on the dance floor. And you notice the ceiling of the dance floor has the same checkerboard pattern like opposite it, and the DJ booth's like right in the middle of it all, playing these tunes, and people are, like flying by, but like, can I make a request? Like banging on the glass. You see people at the bar doing like shots, and you see like there's strike range. We got dwarves. You see a few orcs as well here, which aren't that common to see in Amalgamate space, even though they are Amalgamate citizens. Especially with the war on. Because orcs are actually more close to home to what Atlas would know, because they're from Cirkel, which is from her system, from Neela Major. So orcs are technically...
Atlas has seen orcs.
Yeah, you've seen orcs, but they're technically Amalgamate citizens because they were part of a peace talk negotiation. They were like factored in as a sense to it because they hosted the peace talks. So they joined the Amalgamate after they hosted the peace talks for them. But they are traditionally quite a tribal, brutal race. They managed to negotiate this massive peace thing, which currently is now falling apart. But you know,
They tried.
yeah, this will be the first time you
Their
guys have
job.
seen orcs, maybe apart from the Umphalos, maybe. But yeah, there's a really eclectic mix of people here. Elves, dwarves, you see the
Who's
odd Duragar as well.
DJ?
The DJ is, it's a Thrycreen, obviously. He's got like loads of arms. He's like spinning like 4 different like
That makes
records at
sense.
once.
Also, because he can speak in your head, he doesn't have to yell over his own music, you
Yeah.
know?
Do we want to get like a booth or?
I don't know how nightclubs work, but I just saw a girl walk past with a drink that was glowing, and I definitely want one of those.
Yeah, you see at the bar there is, you see there's something that says like, we do shots. Is like a big like glowing neon sign above the bar itself, which is this big like large horseshoe shape, kind of like on the ground floor, not in the 0G area. But there is above it, kind of like a diving board style swim up bar, which juts out into the dance floor opposite the DJ booth, which is a much smaller area. But you see there's like cocktails on offer, there's a couple like drinks menus, things like that around. Like, yeah, it's like a little eclectic mix.
I'll probably go up to Vulgar and be like, do you think we should use some of our little pool to treat the crew because of our incessant trading and math arguments in the middle of the cockpit at like 4 a.m.
Every day,
If Atlas
every
can,
night, it's
if Atlas can hear this, she's just gonna be
Yes.
like, "You have to treat us. Our morale is low. We're gonna mutiny."
Yeah, let's do it.
Cyrus was
well,
talking about mutiny the other day.
We'll throw
hypothetical.
we'll throw 10,000 chits into like a VIP package.
Sure. Yeah, you basically get like an open kind of like drinks tab basically for yourselves, which you can like, you know, dip into as much or as little as you like. The cocktails here aren't like crazy expensive either. Like, you know, most of them kind of average out around like 100, 200 chits per. It's not nothing crazy. But yeah, so the cocktails they have on offer, the one that Atlas saw, which is like the glowing one, is called a gravity drop. That has like it seems like, you know, change flavors like as you drink. Which has like vodka, raspberry puree, lemon zest, like all through there, and it has a raspberry that seems to defy gravity that floats around the drink as you drink it.
Sylvie's not allowed whipped cream anymore, by the way.
Okay.
No.
They also offer a nebular
Yeah,
nectar,
quite a stinky
which is
stuff,
like a
folks.
blue drink with like probably like some kind of blue curacao liquid, like elflower cure, lime juice, and has like glitter all through it, like edible glitter all through it, like maybe Goldschlager-esque. cosmic fizz. It can be like sparkling fizzy drink, like fruity flavors. You're talking like, sparkling wine, peach schnapps, cranberry juice. It's got like a big sugar rim and a big star-shaped candy on top.
I hope you know that you will have to recreate all of these when we meet up.
That's fine. There's like
furiously
a few riffs on martinis. There's like,
Are there any flaming shots or drinks going about?
Yeah,
Sorry,
there's something called a meteor mojito. And it is
do the shot while it's still on fire.
Yeah,
and freak everyone out.
It's like
I fucking love mojitos.
It's although it's classed as like listed as mojito, it's basically like what you assume is a shot of overproof rum with a mint leaf in it. It's just been set on fire.
Cyrus is definitely having one of those or 6.
And yeah, I mean, like with the shit you just dump out, like you probably get sort of like a nice big booth, like in like a VIP lounge area up like on like, and it's like the swim up bar, like it kind of juts into the zero gravity a little bit. So like you have to like swim up zero gravity to get there, like nest yourself in, and like it's like this like floating table with like a big booth behind you can like sit on, like when gravity's like semi restored. And
I'm just imagining Atlas with her feathers in zero gravity, just like poof. Look at that. Look at all those land-stricken races pretending they can fly.
I'm a land-stricken race.
And you too could pretend to fly.
Well, I'm not going to. Takes a shot.
Why not?
Doesn't put out the flame, just takes a shot.
Scared? And you're scared you'll be bad at flying?
No, what's the point pretending of doing something that I'm never going to be able to recreate? If I'm good at it, there's no point because I can't do it myself. If I'm bad at it, then, well, fair's fair because I'm not meant to fly.
Aren't you like an ASMR though? Like, don't ASMR fly?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he's not properly an ASMR.
I didn't luck out in the ASMR genes. I set myself on fire.
I can only fly for like a minute.
Yeah, she's the flying type.
Yeah, but you can fly like all the time in here. That's the whole point, isn't it? He just like offers like a hand out to each you. Come on.
Oh, angels, use your wings.
Cyrus takes another 2 shots. And then takes
your hand, Cyrus. So is that for Astra?
Astra takes a big slurp. I'm assuming she got the glittery cocktail.
So sparkly.
Yeah, it's so shiny.
Takes a gulp, shudders, and then, yeah, she'll go.
Grab from your hand, and then Deez, kind of similar to the elf did before, like walks backwards and then like pulls you both in sharply, and then like just like almost lets go of you, just goes like woo, and just like flies straight up.
Does
Like
her fur also do the anti-gravity?
yeah, she gets a little bit fluffier. Her like one of her like floppier ears like kind of like starts like just going up a little bit more. Come on, just like think up, I guess.
I think you can just walk into it. I don't think you need to think up.
Think up, and then Cyrus is probably gonna like start spiraling upwards. Oh fuck!
Why am I imagining you as like just like a completely still image, just being like rotated up? Like, meh.
I think Astra gets a bit nervous, brings the wings out, and then goes.
Yeah. As soon as you can zero G with the wings as well, it's weird because like they can't. There's nothing to beat off. Like, there's no like it's almost like as you flap them, like it's almost like swimming rather than flying. Like it doesn't feel like flying because there's no gravity.
Is
There's
this
still
how
air,
flying usually feels, Astra? Making me a little queasy.
Deez like flies back down and then like lands like on your back, Cyrus, and like kicks you with her big bunny legs and sends you like a forward roll.
I think this is just more like floating than flying.
I imagine Cyrus floating up past the table, Deez kicks him, and the others just see him flying back down going, what the fuck?
Like Sonic, like...
Atlas will go to fly up to join you guys, and the second she hits 0G, her wings just aren't working the way she's used to. It's like, oh, this is I don't love it. It's weird. No, I think I get it. Maybe.
Deez like fly
You
down
guys
next to
seen
you.
that video of the owl swimming?
Yeah. Deez like right next to you, Atlas like grab your arm, like spin you out and spin you back in on like a big like kind of almost like ballroom style. Deez seems very comfortable in 0G.
You've been practicing or what? What?
You're
part
kind
of
of
your
trained for it, you know? Yeah, ejection in fucking space, man.
If I had been allowed to fly on Zephyr's belt, I would be really good at this right now.
Oh, if we're going to Zephyr's Bell, I want to take the Cottontail on a run of that.
Sure, I'm not allowed to go, but my parents can't stop you.
Couldn't you just take the star mark and use that, and Cyrus just floats past you again?
It's an asteroid
control,
belt, Cyrus. You
control.
can't fly big ships through it.
I said the star mark.
But yeah, that's the point. You're meant to do it like that, but I'm not allowed.
Chip, why?
Because of my parents.
But you saved them, you kind of have one up on them.
I feel like Asha just
Have you
grabbed
met
onto
my
Cyrus's
mother?
leg at a stage. Just
I know you have, because you put your glass down without a coaster yesterday and she yelled at you for 40 minutes.
Yeah, well, we don't exactly use coasters in Abaddon. Etiquette is not a thing. Manners don't get you anywhere.
No, I agree with you. I don't care if the table gets rings. I'm just saying, have you met my mother? Do you want to be the one to argue that I should go in Zephyr's... Exactly.
I mean, has that ever stopped you since we've known you?
Exactly.
Anything?
Well, I got a lot more free-spirited when I got off that planet, so...
So, hold on to your free spirit.
Also, just do it once you drop them off.
Yeah, true. I'm kind of scared I'll be bad at it.
Volgear, why aren't you dancing?
Volgear, stop doing maths. Put the paper away. We're not trading right now.
Well, yeah,
Sorry.
we can take a break, and Beros will be like trying to surfboard Cyrus, like when you do in a pool.
I'm making an acrobatics check for that, I think.
I feel like after a while, Asher's like floating with her wings out, just like chilling.
A 28.
Like the moms
Yeah.
that like sit at the side of the pool and kick their legs.
Asher's like laid back, like cocktail in hand, like.
It's like he's on a floaty, but
Yeah.
she's not. It's just 0G. She's just like, yeah.
You guys lose track of days in the crowd a little bit because it's quite fairly busy in here. And she eventually comes back with like 6 shots, like mangled in her hands, like as many she can carry.
It would help if I remembered to unmute my microphone.
It's
No, I was
okay.
just
I've
saying,
just
when
imagined
you're
Volgear
shouting
this
at-
whole time, like there at the booth with a notepad, like, but if we trade this to here, we'll make way better profit while everyone else is like drinking and partying.
No.
That's like
Volgear is up there with
shot.
you. The Volgear's up there with you, and what you do is you turn around and you just see him doing like circles, like you know when someone's doing a 360 while with a pen pad just doing this.
He's got like one of those like abacuses from somewhere, and he's like, this is hard in
Next to
0G.
him.
Cyrus will try and like push himself towards Volgear with Beros on his back so that they can get a hold of the abacus and notepad and steal them off him.
While that's happening, Daze will like grab Atlas for stability, and she'll like pass you one of these like shots, which like the liquid like in 0G is like trying to float out, but you see this little like force field on top of the glass and like stops it from leaving. And she like hands you one like almost like floating over in 0G and like does the thing where like you like reach your arms around each other, so like you're like not together, like does the shot with you.
Atlas doing shots must be a fucking process, because she has to like, oh, shot, mask, death. Click back
Oh yeah,
in.
Volgear is definitely taking in the shots. Like every time you see him, there's just a bottle spinning next to him.
Yeah, you guys just like, I think you're having a fucking great time, good atmosphere, good vibes. And yeah, like it's just like, if you're just keeping amongst yourselves, like yeah, people don't really like, no one really comes up and bothers you. People are just like dancing, having a good time around you.
You lose sight of Atlas for a little bit, and the next time you see her, she's got some of those like giant shutter shades from somewhere,
Like stars.
like
Sitting
on top
on the
of her mask.
My computer's annoying moving
But yeah,
down.
if you are drinking to excess, you can make me a con saving throw.
Astra's
Solid.
not. When she feels
Yeah.
like she's getting dizzy, she's like, no.
These will try to
Is
egg
this
you
the
on to
poison?
doing a shot with her, Astra.
That's just the 0G. Don't worry about it, Astra.
Daze is like white girl wasted, like
Oh no.
And she's like, you can't just make me do it on my own. It's not fair. I've done one with everybody else. Even Volgir did
Do
one.
the shot.
Ah.
And if
She
if
does the
Dave
shot for
fails,
Astra and then
Volgir
for
will-
herself.
Volgir will come over with another shot and go, Daze, don't give up so lightly. We spent all this money. You need to have a shot.
Yeah, I'm having another one.
I feel like
Master
Atlas
Slingshot.
is so torn between wanting to drink to excess and not. Like, I feel like I should be
Ashley
making like a
had-
peer pressure check.
Yeah. I mean,
I think
Diesel
the
also
second-
pressure Atlas. Diesel is a horrible peer pressure. She
What-
probably has done this to Volgir and Cyrus and Beros already.
What kind of check would I make to
Volgir
resist
didn't need
peer
much help.
pressure?
Probably
Astra
wisdom, like
probably
will.
helps you remind you of your mother. Because she terrifies Astra. It's like, don't upset your mother. I don't want
What
to deal with
about
that being the only silver one in my
survival?
bag."
Sure, survival works.
Teenage rebel.
11.
I mean, like, you know, it's up to you to say if you want to give in or not for an 11. 11's like above average, so like, I can make a
In the
persuasion
grand
check for
scheme
Daze
of
if you want.
things,
Yeah, sure.
Think
See if Daze
about
can persuade
how-
me.
Think about how small this is compared to the shit that you've
18.
done.
I'm white girl wasted.
Daze is
Yeah,
very
I'm
persuasive.
making
I'm making my
Beros is
con
white
check.
girl
Yeah, make a
wasted.
con save. You might be fine. Like, Beros is holding his own fine. Like, even like Cyrus is fine.
Make a fucking.
Well, that's
con
I get a
save.
+7 to that because my rolls still aren't rolling in the thing.
Yeah, mine's still
Yeah,
on
mine-
rolling
So it's-
either.
Yeah, my computer is so. For some reason, my computer that plays.
Yeah, that's an
AAA
18.
games is
I'm,
frozen
God.
I'm
playing
drinking and I'm
Discord.
good.
I can't even. For some
Unlike
reason,
real
Watch Funny's not
me,
letting
who
roll.
had 2 glasses of wine at the park and then had to take a little nap.
I think Cyrus is going to try and push that 24 as far as he can go.
Yeah. I mean, you guys got a big tab, so you can drink for a couple hours, you know.
Yeah, I'm drinking it. I think me and you were going for it, aren't we?
We're like shot for shot.
Well, you get advantage well to this poison technique.
Yeah, I know. I am. I'm just trying to roll it separately, so it's a +2 on that as well, so it's 17. I'm going up. I'm going heavy
Atlas
on it,
will like anti-gravity zoom down and like grab onto Cyrus's horn to stop herself and be like, I think I like nightclubs.
Yeah, they're not as bad as I thought they'd be.
But yeah, I mean, you guys drink, party, you could have a good time. Morale would increase if it wasn't already so high.
I want to see if I can find someone and bet them that they can't go shot for Cyrus on the flaming shots.
Make me a persuasion check.
Fucking Volgir will take that up before you even go elsewhere.
Yeah, only an 8. I don't know what that second one was. That just decided to roll.
A Z.
So.
I rolled for
Why
you,
have I-
Volker, a second ago there, and I'm just checking a character sheet to see what's working or what isn't working.
Yeah, you notice some things aren't working, aren't they?
It's called. I think
only-
saving
it's-
throws don't work, but the skill
It's
checks work.
only saving
Yeah.
throws. I don't know why.
Do attacks work?
Yeah.
Yeah, attacks work. It's just saving throws.
Yeah, it's only saving throws.
It's when you click on the saving throw, the description pops
Yeah,
up
it's just like, yep.
instead of rolling the dice. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Hang on, let's save. I figured it out!
Yeah, you figured it out.
What?
But
You have to right click on it and then click roll.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For some
can't
reason,
do
it
that.
won't roll
I think
any
it's.
other
I
way.
think it's because like D&D Beyond sort of tell you
Oh,
about
I
it.
can.
There you go. It works. We
You can
found it.
you have to
Everyone
right-click
ignore
on the
my
plus,
one
whatever,
strength
and
save.
Wow. Atlas, like you convince you go try to convince someone and like they're not really sure, and then you try to like strong arm them into it. You feel.
Alice tries to pull
Ah.
someone towards her and ends up pulling herself into them.
Atlas is not strong.
Atlas with the shot instead by mistake. The flaming shot.
Hurts.
I mean, like, not really blow it out first.
I think you're meant to blow it out first.
I
Take
like
the shot
that she
without-
sees
without
Cyrus
blowing
do
it
the
out.
flaming shot, has no like knowledge of the flaming shot thing, and like does it also flame and is like
Okay, make me a.
painful owl noises.
You take 6 points of fire damage as you like
Oh.
cough fire out of your mouth. You're like a fucking cartoon character, like beak wide, like that, like fire, like.
Iris, I don't think that's good for
so-
your insides. Or outsides.
Just tastes like a fireball to me. Not the spell, the shot.
Tastes like a fireball to me too. The spell.
Oh, they've got a shot here called Cone of Coal.
It's dry ice.
Stay
Volga-
away
Vol-
from it, Cyrus.
Volga is just gonna start chanting Cyrus's name. Like, get one and start chanting Cyrus.
It's what it is. It's tequila and sambuca, both from a freezer that are mixed together in equal parts, and they like make a snowflake effect in the glass. It's real. It's a real
Cyrus,
thing.
don't you get frostbite in your insides, and I don't know how to heal that.
Go.
Choke,
I do, but, yeah.
choke.
Cyrus will take one.
You throw it back, Cyrus. You take 1 point of cold damage.
Double to 2 points of cold damage.
no, no one else takes
No
cold
one else
damage.
takes damage.
He just takes 1.
Ouchie.
And yeah, it's like, whoa.
Apart from the fact that it hurts, it's not bad actually.
And now fire immediately afterward.
Take them both at the same time.
Yeah, it's confusing. You're drinking overproof rum, tequila, and sambuca all at once.
Make another con save.
Yeah, it sounds like Cyrus is still going hard, so I think another con save's coming out.
Oh, I'm still going hard with him.
Yep, Cyrus
That's
is
a
good.
20.
Volgair, if you're still going hard, go for it.
I've turned off one monitor and it's freezing even. This is starting to confuse me.
Turn off hardware acceleration or turn it on. It's the only solution
Don't
for
know
Discord.
which.
Well, it's not just, it's the entire computer.
Weird. Maybe it's Chrome fucking you. Oh, he's gone.
He's dead.
He's gone completely.
Yep. Does anyone pick up that Astra's like slinking off? Or do you all just let her go?
I mean, I've got pretty good perception.
I don't know if I have the active passive perception.
Are you
for
trying?
it.
Are you trying to be sneaky about it?
Please don't do this.
So I got a 21 con save, so somehow I'm less drunk than I was before.
No, you're fine.
You
No,
accidentally
it's fine.
sobered up. You like take a shot and you're like, this is just water. The bartender thought I was getting too drunk.
Yeah.
I feel like Asher like kind of slinks behind Cyrus, not stealthily, but just so people kind of forget about her.
Hey, make a stealth check
It's
then. If you're trying to like go
If you're
by
trying to
without
be
being
stealthy,
spotted,
you
that's
gotta
a stealth
step.
check.
That'd be easy enough for Astra.
Bear in mind, everyone's got like a
Sorry,
fucking
you're
like
gonna leave my
-5
camera for 1
to
sec.
perception at the minute, probably.
That's a 5.
Oh,
so
okay. Most of you will probably still see
Yeah, I
you.
see ya.
Yeah.
You're behind me.
You've still got your wings out, so they're just poking out at either side of Cyrus.
Oh my god, Cyrus has wings!
What?
You got
Hey.
wings!
Cyrus just like arms on either side of you, just like, where do you think you're going? Using zero gravity to drag you back to the table.
Atlas just lifting a shot to your lips like, come on, Astra. Join us in our bad behavior.
Let your hair down.
Or up, cause gravity and shit.
Also that, I guess.
Astra, come on, you have to drink with me.
I'll give you my glow stick collection. I've got so many. I've got like 55 glow sticks. I don't know where I keep getting them from.
Drink.
It's because people have made a game of trying
they're,
to...
they're throwing
Yeah,
them in
on
zero
the
G on the
ears.
days of the ears.
That's how it's happening.
she'll drink the shot, but she won't drink anymore.
Yeah. You've one shot.
She
I mean,
makes-
it's up to
she
you to
makes-
decide how much
she
it
makes
affects
Cyrus
you.
pinky promise her not to make her drink anymore.
Oh no, I ain't doing that. And he just puts a glass in your pinky.
He
Come
brings up
on,
the other
Astra,
arm.
you have to drink. You're literally my
Drinking.
sister. You have to drink with me.
Oh my god, are you related? Like, Daze is completely fucked. I was in the bathrooms and there was this girl and she offered me something called Stardust and it's wild.
Ooh.
I'm seeing,
I think-
like, smells.
I think we need to keep an eye on her.
She's just letting her ears down. Or up. Why do your ears fall down?
They're heavy. I put a lot of piercings in them.
Bear. Shot.
I mean, Astra, if you think the
Come
one
on,
shot and one
Astra.
cocktail is enough to make
Come
you drunk,
on.
you can roll it, or
We know she's a lightweight. It's in
It's up
her
to you.
notes.
I feel like she was doing the pretending to sip the cocktail thing and then not
If
really.
you're
whilst everybody
pretending,
else
you
is
gotta try and trick us.
Yeah. Sleight of hand. You
sleight of
just
hand.
throw the old shot over the shoulder, you know?
She'll try it.
Yeah, go for a sleight of hand. 13? What's everyone's like passive perceptions?
14.
18.
I think you're a bit
15.
caught out.
11.
I don't think.
It, so
I don't think you can
convinced.
outslight by passive perception. I think the only one who could is Beros, who doesn't
Yeah.
need to because he is probably just naturally drinking it.
You guys are also like it's so weird because Daze is like completely fucked, but you guys are all still surprisingly sober. Like it's like going out like in your 30s, like with all your friends, and there's also like this 18-year-old kid here who's just completely like shit faced.
I know what you're doing. You drink it properly.
She did it, Cyrus. Leave her alone.
Chug,
No,
chug,
she did-
chug.
She
chug.
did it.
Drink.
You drink it.
I'll drink one if you drink one.
No, you
I'll drink
mine.
two. I'll drink two if you drink one.
Okay.
Two back. Sets them on the table.
See if it works.
Get slide handed again.
16.
A bit better. She's getting better at it.
Beats me.
Cyrus
Although
believes her.
You are absolutely getting called out by Atlas. You're not drinking. Don't shush me.
He didn't make me pinky promise.
Fuck, I can't stop. I can't. I'm still
You can't
sober.
get drunk.
I'm still sober. I need something stronger. Cyrus floats off to the bar.
Yeah.
Atlas will go to the bar with Cyrus,
Yeah, we'll join him.
to look to the bartender and be like, I need you to put as much alcohol as you can legally put in a glass for this man.
Okay. You guys got the big tab, right? I could put a lot in a glass. Hang on. I've got a fishbowl here. Will that do?
Just put all the alcohol in there and put it on his head. You're waterproof, right, Cyrus?
No, but I drink really quickly.
While this is happening out in the bar and all of you guys are going down, Diaz like shuffles along the booth to Astra's side, gives you a little nudge and a wink, and then she does the shot that was placed in front of you and another shot and puts them both in front of you, and then like leans up against you. She like eyes begin to like falter a little bit on herself.
We should probably take her home soon.
Yeah, when you
don't
guys
know
come back
that.
with your fishbowl, you see that like Astra's there, the shot's empty in front of her, like Diaz is there with a shot glass empty in front of her, and Diaz like, she did it! When you guys at the bar, she did one. She did one with me.
Insight.
So check if you want. Diaz is pretty drunk, so I'm gonna give her deception. 6. Yeah, she's lying.
I don't know what that 13 is, but
At this point, I'll probably turn
I'm
around
still
to,
sober, god damn it!
Turn
No.
to Astra and say, you want to head off? I've been to plenty of nightclubs, so like, this isn't really new, but these guys seem to like really be into it.
Yeah.
Probably their first time, so we can head back. I need to do a few checks on the
I
ship
think we should
anyway.
probably take days back.
No, let Days
Yeah,
let Days get the smash with these guys. At least then
Okay.
they have to sober up and look after her.
We're gonna
That's
lose
true.
days.
Guys, I bought with the little money Vulgar gave me from the trading thing, like a load of stardust, a little baggie from the girl in the toilets.
Oh god.
Who wants to try this? It's like it looks
Astra
like
will
glitter in a
stare Cyrus
bag.
in the eyes and be like, behave, and then leave.
she looks at who and says behave.
Cyrus.
The second
I'm
she
drunk.
turns her back, Atlas hands you a pouch of the stardust.
Yeah. Volgir, as you said, that will just lean over Cyrus and just go, I will look after.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then
Vulgar
as he
look after
passes
her.
him another drink, as he passes him,
Am I taking a disadvantage for my fishbowl?
Yeah, disadvantage your fishbowl because there's so much alcohol in it. And if you
Right.
want to take the stardust, it's
Volgir
kind of
will-
like it's kind of like fizzy sherbet
Yay,
like on your
he
tongue.
did it. He's drunk.
Finally, a nat 1!
Yep, Cyrus is fucking gone. You like chug, 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 chug. The little people like on the dance floor like all like, chug, chug, like all yelling. You like see off the
There's
whole
that moment where
fishbowl.
you're like, huh, I didn't know someone who was largely blue could turn that green.
Nice. I'm fine. This is great. This is a great place.
Go on, do drugs.
The temptation to put lesser restoration on Cyrus.
Sober!
It took a fishbowl.
Atlas will wiggle the drugs temptingly, like trying to tempt a cat with catnip.
Ask just want me to behave.
You've already got drunk. You've already broken it. You might as well break it
recognize
twice.
any of that stuff
Getting drunk is not.
You can make me a medicine check, Volgir.
from his time.
It smells
Will it
like
be
it won't kill you.
Will it be
12?
fun?
Days looks like she's having
didn't-
fun.
Ignore that second one. For some reason, it rolled it.
Yeah. This is having fun. I want to have fun too.
12.
12, yeah, you've heard of Stardust before.
Was it pretty?
It's fairly minor. It's kind of like
Semi-safe.
similar to like it tends to last about an hour. It kind of gives like a feeling of like euphoria and like enhanced like sensory perception. Like colors become more vivid, sounds more pronounced, like tactile sensations become more. It kind of like makes everything feel more. Like everything feels more. People, like, you know, generally after it wears off, people can feel quite run down and exhausted. But it is literally taken normally just by dropping a pinch of the substance just straight on your tongue. And then it just, like, kicks in after, like, a couple of minutes. And yeah, it's like a silvery blue powder that sparkles like tiny flecks of light. That resembles like stardust or like cosmic glitter in a sense. And it like, yeah, it smells almost, you know, like in a lightning storm, like that smell of like ozone almost. It kind of smells like that.
Asher would have loved this shit.
Yeah. I mean, days off.
But
of
yeah.
this, though.
So
Atlas will like look at you and just like long like creepy ass talons that like takes a pinch. Is like tongue.
Drops it on after like 30 seconds. Like, yeah, all the
And then she
sounds
will
like,
do it herself.
yeah, all the sounds like, you know, become more vibrant. Colors
Owls
like
have weird
bounce.
tongues.
Volgir suddenly sobers up at that moment and realizes, shit, I've got to get these 3 back.
While
Cyrus like flops off of the bench. And
Also,
just into zero
we
gravity.
took the shuttle in, which I'm assuming they left with. So I'm not sure how we're getting back.
while you guys are also on the effect, this a secondary effect of Stardust is you have advantage on all intelligence-based checks and charisma-based checks for 1 hour,
Oh,
and also your
smart
movement speed is increased by
charming
10
now.
foot.
I'm smart and charming.
I
Let's
think-
go.
I think considering Volgir's revelation that he's like, well, if I can't beat him, I'll join him. Takes a pinch himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As Cyrus flops off the booth into 0G, he's going to start dancing. Just
Yeah.
because why not?
And Cyrus, like you may like bump into like this like dwarvish woman, like you feel her beard like brush up against like, your like exposed chest, like you know, it's like, and it's like a very weird like amplified sensation. Like everything feels more, you know.
Give her a twirl on the dance floor,
Yeah.
send her off.
She like giggles, laughing off, like yeah, everyone here is drunk, having a good time, listening to music. Like it's a good atmosphere, like it's a good vibe, and the zero gravity definitely helps.
Atlas is doing that thing where she's trying to request a song, but she's too drunk to remember the name of the song. So just like the one that goes. Nah, 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 nah.
Well, meanwhile, Volgir will like float up to Cyrus and just start using thaumaturgy to start changing like multicolor of his eyes, just to fuck
Light
with Cyrus
show.
a minute.
Cyrus just like goes still. Just whoa.
I'm just imagining like you know the gif of like the cat where they put the flower on its head and it's just like
Similar, but it's a pinch of glitter on your tongue. Yeah, what is Beros and Astra doing? You guys leave the
Chaos Patrol.
you leave the gravity lounge behind. You kind of step back out onto the nebula promenade. There's a little Serenity Spa advertised, the Hollow Arcade. There's like a regular bar as well, or the theater. There's a casino.
Ooh, casino. 300,000 credits on red.
Do it.
Volga would not be happy.
Just get back to the ship. It's like, God, I'm so drunk. It's like, yeah, we're also poor again.
What do you want to do, Astor? We can kind of explore, or we can go back. I mean, I'm on that like little buzz level right now, but I can sober up if you want to go somewhere like the theater, or
Is there anywhere you want to go?
not really. You know, you've been traveling for as long as I. You've kind of seen a lot of the entertainment districts, especially kind of being a pirate crew. That's kind of where most of us lived while on planet.
What do you recommend then? What was your favorite? Trying to think.
On a night like this, the spa is pretty good, especially during the night. It's pretty quiet there.
Let's do it.
Sure.
You guys with like cucumbers on your eyes and relaxing music, and then there's just Cyrus upside down doing the Running Man in a nightclub.
I could envision the scene so well in my head. Like, Veros and Astra going to a spa is like so in character. It's insane. Like, both with the cucumbers on the eyes, like the mud mask, like...
Yeah, so we'll go to a
That's
spa.
AIR in the making.
Yeah, you head down, and yeah, it is like right at the end of the district. It's almost like a far away from the loud thuds and bounces of the clubs and bars. And as you walk in, you're greeted to almost like ethereal, kind of like music that kind of like warms the area like around you. The smell of like beautiful like, you know, sandalwood kind of hits your nose, and like candles and incense burning. And you kind of like step in this little reception area. You see there's this like little check-in desk there. There's a little fairly short human woman working there. She's got like, you know, hair tied up a little bun. She wears almost like kimono kind of style clothing, as seems to be like maybe standard with the staff here. You see this little waiting lounge. There's little herbal teas, like coconut water on the side. There's a little information board as well of like spa services and prices. And yeah, you see she's like, hello, welcome to the Serenity Spa. How can we help you today?
We're looking for the full treatment, if you know what I mean. A night of relaxation.
Of course.
Pampering.
Yes, certainly. Our exclusive packages will probably be what you're looking for here. And she gestures down, and you see it is it's multiple treatments and services, like for like an immersive experience, full body massage, facial treatments, and also access to their artificial hot springs and meditation zones. There's also a little meal included at the spa's cafe, and a private meditation session offered as well. And she's like, for this, we're all in. You're basically looking at 1,200 chits. It will take you have the access to spa for about 6 hours in total if you wish to make full use of it.
That is that should be good. Is it 1,200 each or?
Yes, each.
Each. That's fine. I'll get this as part of a crew treat.
Of course.
You sure? Like, I have enough.
No, it's fine. To be fair, I think when we wake up, we're looking to buy a ship upgrade, and that's pretty much going to take all our chits away. So
after that, it's rations. Okay, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, you pay. She provides you both with a little key, and she kind of points you in directions for changing rooms. Changing areas are they are not split by gender, but they're also not unisex. They're all private rooms. But if you go in, it's almost like a little like two-doored kind of, you know, little small cubicle. There's a little locker like on the side, which is like open and has an additional lock in there if you wish to avail of it, which can be locked to your hollow strap. There is hangers on the walls with a little like a robe, a towel, and some little like flip flops as well available. And basically the instructions we give to her, like just get down to there's some we have some swimwear as well available for you. If you need enough sizes, feel free to just push the attention button, and a attendant will come and help you. And you basically are able to get yourselves kitted out in swimwear, wrapped up in a robe, and yeah, you're able to avail of like the spa. You have access to like a little there's like with part of your package, there's like a full body massage, a facial treatment, but also just going around the spa, there's like a little like they're kind of like hydrotherapy pools, like heated swimming pools basically, that have like jets in them. There's like meditation zones, which are like quiet and just fill that pump with that like lovely relaxing music. There is also the like just the great smells all around it. Yeah, like you can kind of just do whatever it is you want to do. Like, if you want to go for the massage, like I told us like you guys, because you bought it together, like you're kind of treated as like almost like a couple. So it's like a couples massage kind of thing. We can get them both at the same time, but be in the same room, or you can do them individually, or
Don't know if you heard, George, but art request Beros and Astra with mud masks and limes on their eyes.
Not limes, Jesus.
Limes?
Cucumbers, not limes.
In pain.
That's gonna sting like a bit.
Oh my god, it's torture.
So relaxing.
We've got Abaddon this whole time.
Teardrops in your eyes.
Yeah, Cyrus is just there like, oh yeah, that relaxing spa treatment with like the limes on your eyes and the goats that lick salt off your feet. And it's like, that's torture, Cyrus. You're describing being tortured.
I knew it was a green fruit type vegetable thing.
Have you also been going shot for shot with your D&D character?
Maybe. I don't know. Dehydration is not funny, people. Stay hydrated in this hot weather.
But yeah, I mean, what do you guys want to avail from? You've access to it.
I think Beros will turn around. Do you want to do it together, or do you want to spend some time alone? I mean, you wanted to get out of there pretty quickly, so sometimes your own company is best.
Yeah, maybe. I think it was just peer pressure, alcohol, a lot of people. And there's still the squid things about, so I don't want to get too drunk. So,
Bulgar drank himself into oblivion.
At least if they attack here, you'll be nice and relaxed.
maybe together.
You
then.
okay there, Volgear?
Yeah. You go into like together, like you basically get set up initially of like a little like facial treatment, like like a mud mask, like you get some drinks as well provided, like these lovely like infused cucumber and coconut waters. And just like initially you set yourselves up.
In coconut water.
No, not lime and coconut water. I mean, that would slap probably.
Yeah, tasty.
Lime and coconut water, then cucumbers on the eyes.
But yeah, so like they kind of start you off, and eventually you're moved for your massage together. It's like a full body massage, so in the same room. So like Astra, you're kind of like basically start like you're both like your tables are like side by side, like you're both kind of like facing like down to the floor, like the little hole cut in it. And you're kind of instructed to place your towel over yourself and like that kind of thing. And like your attendant, Astra, is this like very like athletic kind of like elven woman, and like she like attends you and it gives you like well, yeah, she and very receptive, like asking like how hard you want the massage to be, like any areas in particular, like nodded. And, like, she spent some time, lots of like nice smelling oils, like relaxing music playing, and Beros, on the other hand, has this fucking hench gif woman, big hippo lady, and she doesn't ask him about anything. And like you're like get this lovely like massage, and you just hear like like from the other side, like and like Beros' voice like like
pained goat noises.
Yeah, Beros specifically signed a piece of paper saying, "Bring me the biggest woman you've got."
yeah.
Beros is there, like, reading down the list. He's like, what's an extra deep tissue massage? Sure.
Broken ribs.
It's just bones left. That's all.
It's weird that I have to sign this waiver.
And Beros did ask at the door for like a special all-inclusive kind of thing. So at the end, they both offer you guys a happy ending, because that's what Beros asked for.
Astra Rico is like, nope.
Of course, no worry. Just it's something we offer if you'd like.
I better not while the young lady's present. That's probably
I can
would
go
ruin
into
our
a separate
relationship.
room.
Yes, we
we
can leave you in Grunthilde too if you'd like. Leave me in the saddle.
Looks like I don't
It
have a
will not take
choice.
long.
I'll go into the hot tub.
Death by snoo
All you
snoo.
hear is screams.
Are they pain? Are they pleasure?
Just the goat screams.
Yeah. Absolutely the goat scream.
Like Lana Del Rey, like.
Death by snoo snoo.
And yep, after your couples full body massage, as you regroup, maybe like another nice hot springs, and yeah, like you know, you get a little bit of
so
food.
relaxed. Barros is so bruised.
I mean, it probably feels good, like to have like all that tension stuff just hammered out of you, literally.
Anyway.
Barros made a big thing at the reception of being like, I would like the everything pack. Like, it was like, that's how you phrased it. It was like, okay.
It's just like, okay. But Asher wouldn't know, so said nothing.
Astra's is sitting in the hot tub praying.
Yeah, well, Astra probably goes like one of the meditation rooms. Like, I would imagine if she wants to pray.
Yeah.
And yes, so there's a little meditation zones as well. Like, and there's also like there's a leaded session if you want to join in on that. There's a little bit of food you guys can have. So you guys got a very nice, tranquil, relaxing, lovely time. Very, you know, flexible and, you know, happy to work for you staff. And then meanwhile, back over
Call on me.
in the Gravity Lounge.
Call on me. Call on me.
Yeah, I mean, like, are you guys still just going hard? Like,
I mean, we're probably taking little breaks, but not long enough.
yeah.
Cyrus probably doesn't take as many breaks as he should.
Endurance.
Days,
Not even endurance, just reckless abandon.
Yeah.
Atlas is keeping an eye on Days. She's not letting her go, like, to the toilets alone again.
yeah, probably wise. Days is beginning to, maybe it's all the stardust, but Days is beginning to, like, be a bit more clear on
She's got
her surroundings.
sparkles all around her mouth.
Yeah. She's like glitter on the fur, like that's never coming out. But yeah, I mean, like, you guys party as long as you like, and you've got a good, you know, 20, 24 hours to kill in this sector, so.
Cyrus is still pretty drunk.
Also, you haven't done any trading as a note.
Yeah,
so
we've forgotten about it.
that's fine. I don't think Volgir did, but Volgir might have forgotten by now. I think if you Volgir...
Oh yeah, I've forgotten now.
Yep. But yeah, I mean, you guys just drink, probably to a point of excess, I would say. So if you'd like, you can roll a D100.
I feel like one of you is going to end up in the spa.
41.
I feel like Atlas has her parents are back on the ship in the back of her head, so she will not drink to the point of excess. She will get to, like, just before, and when she feels like she is going to be too drunk, like, when they're on their way back to the ship, she will cast Lesser Restoration on herself and just, like, immediately sober up.
Okay. So...
I like to think Lesser
anyone else?
Restoration...
Yeah.
Am I the only one?
Oh,
We got 100!
Volgir,
We don't
roll
know what
twice.
happens if you get
Roll
100.
again twice, Volgir. I need 2 more D100s, please. The instruction for 100 is roll twice. DM comes up with a monstrous combination of the two.
Oh no!
Considering he has not been drunk all night. Jesus. Sorry, I'm getting really pissed off with my computer at the moment.
That's fine.
Like, it won't even let me bloody put the camera back on now.
It's got an 81.
Right. 1, 2. 27 and 55.
And 55.
Mm-hmm.
So 27, 55 is your ones, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hover over it and see. I thought it was just the 82 for a second, and I was like, oh no, last time we had 2 scores next to each other. They slept together.
Volgir, you may not recall this, but you've got number 27 before.
Oh, the statue again!
No,
Oh,
not
no.
Volgear. Will, I believe, has got number 27 before.
Oh, no.
So, for intents purposes, I'm going to replace bed with you wake up in the shuttle. Like, you get back to the shuttle, which is the same
You
roll
make
view.
it home.
So, Volgear, you get back to the shuttle, and you find that you have basically... I'm going to read you this because they're waking up in different places. Volgear, you make it back to the shuttle. You have lost your top half of your clothes, so your shirt is gone. You don't know where it is.
Oh my god, Reverse Barros was here.
You have a scripture.
Have you changed your name again?
You have no. He has a scripture, like a holy scripture.
Oh, okay.
Of the goddess of peace. For some reason in your possession. Which is Prashal. So you have a scripture of Prashal, the orcish, like the god of the feline and dog folk in your possession, and you also whenever you check your hollow strap, I need you to roll me a D4, please.
Fuck it, I'm gonna drink to excess. I did a con save to see if I could, beat it, but nah.
4.
A 4, okay, so... you have changed your name on your holostrap, it seems, to Cyrus Revenmar, legally. And you can see it's been validated, but at the embassies of the Amalgamate, you have legally changed your name to Cyrus's name.
By the way, I think...
I think that happened to Cazador and...
No,
Yeah.
it didn't. It happened to Finnegan, and he changed his name to Kaz.
Yeah.
And then we never fixed that, by
Yeah.
the way.
No, he kept Cazador as a middle name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate your characters. Love my characters so much.
Because I was like, Astra, Atlas, Veros, Cyrus, 4. There you go. But yeah, you got 27 before,
Oh,
Will,
good
in a past life.
names.
Okay.
Jesus. I'm gonna have to reset my PC, so I'll be back in
Yeah,
one
that's
sec.
fine. Cyrus, you got a 41.
Yep.
Cyrus, you wake up in... You wake up at the shuttle, like you get to the shuttle basically. However, those of you who are already at the shuttle, so maybe like Astra and like they're also kind of like, oh, maybe you're going back, and like maybe Volger's already there. But he's basically being escorted by a representative of the miners' trade union. And
What
it's
did
this
you
like
do?
big dwarvish man carrying him along. And he goes like, listen. He told me this is what he needs to do to get off planet. I recommend you get him off here as soon as possible. I'm the more reasonable of us. But the things he was saying down there about miners, I don't think he really knew the crowd he was in. He started like he was in a stand-up gig or something in our local pub. Going on, and he just leads me to it. Astra or Atlas, sorry, you drink to excess. You kind of similar to the other ones, you kind of like stir here, and you probably are awoken to be like Volgear or maybe Beros or Cyrus coming in, but you were like hog-tied up inside the shuttle, like confused of how you got here, like you just feel like hog-tied in place. And as you all look around the shuttle, Daze is nowhere to be seen.
Oh no,
Daze
we lost.
did not make it back to the shuttle.
Somebody unhog tie me.
Cyrus will start on hog tying Atlas.
Astra will help.
Yeah, it takes you some time. The knots are pretty tight. But as you get her unhogged, it looks like she's been hog tied up with her own 50 foot of hempen rope.
My rope.
Because it's not in her possession.
We lost Days.
Okay.
I don't remember. I
I
think
think you insulted some Durgar, so you have to stay here.
I mean, I told them a joke about mining. Maybe it was just too deep for them.
The last time I saw you,
I
you
think
got
you
a
need to stop the
microphone
joke,
from
Cyrus.
somewhere. Also too deep for dwarves.
So what?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, hang on.
Is it
Let me
worth
just.
embarrassed trying to find
And
her.
now she will cast Lesser Restoration on herself to try and clear her head.
Yep.
Like,
All of you who
Yeah,
partook in
let's go
Stardust,
find her.
by the way, you all have level 1 exhaustion for the next 4 hours.
okay.
okay, let's find days. My parents are still asleep, right?
You're on the shuttle. You've not actually gone back yet. So it's like you made it to the shuttle, like
Okay,
the taxi.
then they
home.
missed it. It's fine. Okay, if I was a really drunk rabbit, where would I be?
Probably some back alley somewhere, or even
Yeah, that
still
or
at
the
the nightclub.
casino.
Astrid, you still have locate creature?
Should do.
You guys ever hear about the claustrophobic
I
miner?
do.
He needed a little more room to breathe.
The castle kid creature, Astra.
Yeah.
Atlas cast Lesser Restoration on Cyrus as well.
Yeah.
Oh
How
my head.
far is locate creature?
I like to think that Lesser Restoration
1,000 feet, isn't it?
doesn't it like cures
Yeah,
the
1,000
drunk
feet.
but just immediately
Days
pushes you into
is she
hangover?
pings. She's not moving, and she is about 800 foot kind of below you, and like almost a bit diagonally down. She's probably deeper down the tunnel, but she's not in the main tunnel. She's off on these offshoots. You think you can follow it?
Okay. Think Days might have got sidetracked. Let's go get her. Is everybody somewhat sober now?
Yeah, my head's
Very
splitting.
good.
Can I help look for my friend, please? As I say to the miners.
That
We'll
guy
keep an
dropped you
eye
off
on
and
him.
left you.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm gonna help too.
Yeah, let's
Oh
go.
fuck.
Sure. You kind of like follow down the like descending like corridor, like
Don't do
deeper down.
drugs, kids.
couple hundred feet, and you see that Daze's ping is pulling you towards Residency E, which is like one of these like residential wings.
What if she pulled?
You might have done.
I mean, that's fine, but we've got things to do.
A lot of people were throwing fluorescent tubes at her ears.
Well, we'll see.
You
We can just knock on the door.
this is a residency wing, so like you open it up and like you see this is like compared to the rest of like the station, this is pretty fancy looking. The center of this like area, it's almost like a ring, like a circular plaza almost, with like large houses all the way around it, and there's like a little like hedge maze in the middle. Daze's ping is coming from somewhere in that hedge maze, and sticking up above the hedge maze, so the hedge maze is probably like 6-8 foot tall, and sticking up from the hedge maze, you see there are several statues, each of the like depictions of the gods. And as you can like walk in, there are all these like beautiful marble statues. One of them you see is wearing a leather jacket. One of them you see is somehow wearing fishnets. One of them you see is wearing
Atlas will
shorts.
start collecting these pieces.
Atlas,
as they
you
walk.
get to like the fishnets, and it's like, how did these even get on here? Like, you know, the logistics aren't there, you know. And you realize it's the hole has been stretched to like pull them over, and they've like ripped quite badly. Asher, you're the one who has a direct ping for her. Do you go straight to her in the maze? You have to like obviously work at the maze itself.
Maybe
but,
just like message her first.
Okay. She'll message this and say like, we are at the maze. Are you able to get out, or do we need to come get you?
You good, bro?
I'm I've been going around in circles, I think, for a while. I think I'm still drunk.
Okay.
Okay,
just-
let's go rescue the rabbit.
Right, fuck it, we'll find her. Into the maze.
Yep,
Into
you
the
go to the maze.
maze.
Anyone trying to solve the maze? Can we meet a let's
Can
call
we
it.
use rope to help us get the way back out?
Sure, yeah, you can just like rope like you know
can
keep
I
your trail.
can I cheat and just fly over the top of the maze?
I'm gonna say no because it's boring.
Okay.
How unsteady are you on your drunken
Yeah,
hungover wings?
Your hungover wings makes you a bit motion sick. But yeah, anyone who's to solve the maze can just meet me. Either a let's call it like survival check, just like you know to get your bearings. Like, you know,
Hang on. What does being exhausted do to you?
disadvantage on all checks. Astra, you can make this check at advantage if you'd like because of your spell.
Okay.
Because you're not trying to solve the maze, you're trying to find Days in the maze.
I have an excellent sense of direction,
rolled twice.
apparently.
So you guys kind of like fan out.
14. No,
I keep
14.
accidentally rolling random d20s at the same time, but I got a 9 and a 7, so I am lost.
Yeah, same.
Cyrus is amazing.
But
at
I do
mazes.
have Daze's clothes, so
So, Cyrus, you maybe get lucky, or maybe just know where you're going, and Astra kind of like following up as well. Astra, did you roll an advantage? Yeah. Just to get
Highest,
higher.
only the highest one. Yeah, 17.
I feel like you guys are like, okay, Atlas,
wasted
stay
one.
close, because you have all of Daze's clothes, and then you turn around, and she's just gone.
So
my,
the
clothes
Asimar,
will be in
you
there.
stumble across Daze. She's in like the top right-hand corner, and she's like got herself like stuck, like going or like basically as if she's got herself stuck on an island in the maze. So she's actually been following the left wall, but she's been following it like for a while. Daze is completely naked and is still like really drunk, and you see she's like walking like wobbling along like. She's like, hi guys, how's it going?
Is
She doesn't
this-
seem aware
is
that
this-
she's like not clothed.
I don't think.
I just
we're
look
gonna
at the
be able
group and go, is this the time you want me to use the rest of my restoration that I've not used yet?
Astra.
Maybe-
When
maybe-
Astra has a cloak or something, she'll
Yeah, you wrap
give
around.
it to
Yeah,
Daze.
you like go like put it around her, and like she like takes it around herself, and she pulls you in for like a big hug. She's like, I'm so happy to
Astra's
see
like,
you guys.
No, okay, you have to just do a spinny. Do a spinny.
A spinny, and she like spins around. She falls over. She's like, how did the floor get up so fast?
Cyrus helps pick her up.
Yeah,
You just wrap her up in your cloak like
like a burrito. Yeah, you burrito days.
Just sling her over your shoulder, you know?
Yeah, Cyrus will just pick her up. He's
Yeah.
not gonna sling her over his shoulder. He just picks her up.
Yeah. It's like we're flying again. Hey, Cyrus.
Hey, take a nap.
Okay. Like immediately, just like falls unconscious in your arms.
Let's get her back to the shuttle.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys make your way back to the shuttle.
You got a sad hollow strap message of like, I'm lost in the maze and I threw up in a bush.
Take the left and then the right. Then go straight twice and then take the second right.
You eventually free yourself of the maze. But then as you step
Atlas
out into the
eventually
main area,
flies out the maze like, I remembered I had wings.
as you step out into the main like large promenade that descends on the mine, you hear as you're carrying these up, like you're maybe on about 100 or so feet from the entrance to like your shuttle bay. You hear like some voice like, and I can't believe what that damn like Asimar was saying about dwarves. How could he even think that's an acceptable thing to say, asking if we're all this height? What's that supposed to mean? I'm exceptionally tall for a dwarf, I'll have him know.
Glares at Cyrus
Atlas,
like, I told you to behave.
Atlas takes off her cloak and just throws it over Cyrus's head.
Yeah.
You just hear chuckling from inside. He's hungover, but he still finds it a little funny.
The movement like rouses Daze, and you hear it. She goes like, I've gone blind.
No, you're good. It's
I can't see anything.
No, you're okay. It's fine. Cyrus like shimmies
Yeah.
to get the cloak off.
She like wriggles everything. I can see. It's a miracle. Thanks, Sapana. She just calls out.
Let's just get to the shuttle as quick as possible.
You hurry to the shuttle before the miners can catch up to you. You get aboard and you make your way back to the Chimera. All a little bit either worse for wear or lovely and relaxed, depending on where you spent your
Relaxed,
evening.
a little bit frazzled.
Yeah,
Say what you like about Lovely and Relaxed. They've had limes on their eyes. They're half blind.
it's true. They're like these. I'm blind. I've had limes in my eyes for 2 hours. But yeah, you guys step back aboard the Chimera. The Moreaus are, busy away. Well, like, Sunshine's also, like not been seen in some time. But when you see him again, he comes out. His mane is like immaculately
So
combed.
nice.
He looks so clean. Like everything's glossy and shiny on his coat. And yeah, like, he looks very well. And the Moreaus are kind of, just even busy themselves, making food, things like that. Nothing, overly special.
I feel like they look at the state of Daze and immediately start grilling Atlas on whether or not she's drinking, and she's like, nope.
Probably.
Sober as a clam.
But yeah, before we delve into what happens
Kinda.
next, let's take a little break. We'll be right back. And we are back, safely back aboard the Chimera. Partying done, no trading achieved. But you are still on planet if you so wish to go back and do any more trading. But yeah, you are getting geared and ready to step off and to head towards your next sector, if I'm not mistaken.
We could do. We can. Volga, do you want to do any more trade? Do you want to do a trading?
Can do. A reminder, I've got a disadvantage at the moment.
Yeah, because he's drunk. He's hungover.
Yeah, he's hungover with this fucking...
I suddenly sees a 1 with an extra 0.
Cyrus just is curled up in his bed.
I mean, how long? How long are we?
I mean, it's probably only been like the guts of 12 hours, let's say. If you guys are going for like the spa for a good 6 hours, there's also like, all the landings, reversing, things like that. It's probably like, good 12 hours. These guys are like more sobering up in advance because of like less restoration, things like that, rather than, like, they're at the point where they were trying to get a taxi home, and like, instead of going home, they got less restoration cast and they like stirred a little bit,
Yeah. We can wait until Volgir is sober to do any trading. Let these guys sober up and chill for 4 hours.
Yeah. Unless you want to just buy here and you help.
I mean, we can just buy here anyway, but I'd rather not risk it.
No, you can see Juno's fat hippo butt. Fat hippo butt. It's being broadcast to the internet. Harry's space is torn open to reveal Juno's
That's
fat
fine.
hippo butt.
Deal. Yeah, so you guys going back to trade?
Once Volgir's
Yeah.
off his...
You wait like a good 4 more hours, and yeah, you kind of come back around.
Cool. Roll. Are we just fully buying? Or are we going hunting for a ship upgrade? In which case, should we take people with us?
I mean, we're looking for a ship upgrade, right? If we buy and sell here and we do well, we'll have enough for a ship upgrade with enough left over to keep us sustained until we kind of can do this again.
Yeah.
So just do a flat roll.
Right. No worries. Sorry. Sorry. We seem to like our region, Joe.
Very common. Always needed. It's handy. Regen gel is
What
kind of
did
like
we-
similar to healing potions,
They didn't say what we were going to do.
How much are you looking to buy?
The max we can spend is 300.
Yeah, we'll do 300,000 then.
Lot.
That's 30,000. God. Apparently I can't type numbers correctly.
It's all the space dust.
Hey.
3,000
Player
gold.
character.
I'm inhibiting it. Right. So it's disadvantage, isn't it? No, it's regular now.
No, just flat.
Right. I mean, we could do this. Well, if there's anything else anyone else wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, like, as they're doing this, anything else they would like to get up to? Kind of go back to the station a bit more hungover, unless Cyrus wants to stay aboard the Chimera to avoid.
Cyrus is staying on the Chimera
Yep.
to avoid dwarven miners.
Daze will also stay
I'm gonna
in
try
her
and
room.
stand up a bit again.
Do you return Daze's clothes to her, Atlas, or do you keep them?
I return them to her, but I definitely try on the leather jacket first to see if I look cool.
You tell me.
Selling
I look so
privately.
cool. But I can't put
Wings.
it on properly because my wife's gonna like smoosh.
Yeah. Yeah, Daze will she is retired to her room probably semi-forcibly. And then
I will knock on to return her
Yeah.
her clothes.
yeah, you knock on, no reply, but the door's unlocked. You go in, and Daze is just like unconscious on her bed.
I fold up her clothes and leave them on the chair.
Yeah. She'll probably appreciate that when she finally wakes up.
She may freak out again.
If she remembers it.
Yeah.
She's gonna wake up and be like, "Huh, successfully got myself home and into bed."
Daze the new thing. She's like, wow, I even folded my own clothes.
Good
Where'd this
job,
cloak come out
drunk
of?
me.
Why am I naked in Astra's cloak?
Okay, I think we're happy with that, aren't we, Volga?
Yeah. Didn't have 100 people want that.
Yeah, so you are a little bit of buying and selling done. Are you going to be trying to look for any upgrades or anything in particular, or?
We certainly are, if there is that capability.
Yeah, I mean
within
there are Tev rights here. So what kind of upgrade are you looking for?
what do we need? Scanners, right? I think scanners would be the best option for us, because that's the number one problem that we run into, is we can't scan anything for.
Yeah, a scanner.
Yeah, we don't know what's coming. Am I? Who's looking?
So if you are looking for, there are 2 levels of scanners that are available here. There is 1 level of scanner which basically does like it allows you to scan like a planet you're in orbit of. So it's like a localized like scanner of like a planet you're in orbit of. Or there is one that allows you to scan a ship within what I'm gonna refer to as like a ship within close proximity of you. So probably within, 10,000 feet. Like so close enough that like it could be a threat, So you gotta get like a ship-size scanner or like a planet-size scanner. The planet-size scanner can also scan the ship, so it's like an upgrade to the other. And there is a third type of scanner, which is a system scanner, which will allow you to scan the whole sector. And there are scanners that then go beyond that as well, so you can scan like the next sector ahead, so you can like predict where it might help you decide where you want to go in the future and things like that, especially to one. But those 2 higher ones in a mining colony, they're not going to be readily available. They're like military grade, kind of a bit more,
Yeah, so we're looking at one that would cost about 250,000 chits.
So that is 25k, so that's the middle. So that is the planet size. 250,000 would be the planet size, because the other one's 15,000 for just the ship one. Or for 150,000, 15,000 gold.
Sorry, did you say that was 200,000 or 250?
So for
The planet.
planet size one is the equivalent of. Okay. My notes of untraceable into chits fucks me. So
2,500. I believe.
So for planet wide, you're looking at like 250,000 kind of like vibe. And then for ship wide, you're looking at 150,000.
I'll talk to Volga. I think potentially we just go for the better one. Still leaves us with 300,000 chits to trade with at the next planet. So we're not really that's our max anyway. And then the next upgrade, maybe we can look at upgrading our ship capacity so that we can hit above that threshold of 3 ton.
Yeah.
Just so I can understand your math as well, because I don't tell you guys we didn't exponentially growing anyway. But whenever you're doing it, the selling value, just so I'm clear, the selling value 100% is the cost 100%. So 110% is a 10% increase. Yeah,
Yes.
It's not. That's
Yeah,
fine.
10%
It's not a
increase.
210% increase, if that makes sense.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
It's
fine.
because it's because Volga has been like rolling really well, and then obviously he's buying at the 25%.
Yeah, so you guys are buying
trade
low and then selling very
So,
high. Yeah, that's
for
fine.
example, one trade we did was 80,000 shit, 80,000. I rolled 70%. So I rolled I rolled in the 26 range. I rolled 26, I think it was dead, didn't I, with the +4?
Yeah, so I think.
And then
70%. So then take the 25% is 45%, and then I rolled really high, so we sold it back at 125%.
Nice. Well, that's all good. It's just
Stop
so
doing
long as the just so long as it all adds up before we start, actually spending it. Because I'm not checking it really. I'm just trusting you guys to do it correctly.
Well, I think we corrected each other enough times, making sure. The first couple times we did it.
Yeah, there was lots of to and fro and being like, is this right? Is this wrong?
And then we got it right.
Change this and change that. So yes. We want the planets scanner.
Planet range scanner, yes. So you can. I'll look down on the Chimera stat plus roll 20 that you've got that. So basically, it allows your navigator to make a navigator's tool check as an action to scan up to a planet-sized area for resources, settlements, and TEV. So you can basically, it will pull different information. So on a TEV, it might pull information about, how strong their shields are, what their hit points are currently at, things like that. It might help you pull out that kind of thing. Whereas on a ship, it might be able to help you find, oh, we need mana coils scan. There's, a mana coil has been flagged here, that kind of thing. It might help you, that kind of side. But it's kind of, the idea is more, you pick something in particular. So it's almost like you're searching for something as opposed to a generic scan. But, your navigator could theoretically every 6 seconds be like, I scan for gold, I scan for silver, I scan for copper, I scan for chits, I scan for, you could just keep doing it. Or you could just have Serpana constantly doing it every 6 seconds. Just going through a set list of things to look for. And she'll eventually let you know.
That works.
I've just got the Mass Effect probing Uranus.
Yeah, kind of similar to that, but more, yeah, you're looking for specific, looking for particular things. Kind of similar, probably, to the locate object spell.
Would that work for individuals as well? If we suspect a person is on a planet?
I don't think it would be able to locate a particular person unless you had something like their hollow strap contact or something like that would give you a good tie to them, because it would kind of be it could scan for humans. I can yes, there are humans here, but it couldn't scan for Phil, the human who you met that one time. I think that's a very specific, kind of similar to how is it, what's the spell, the Divine Sense, where it pings that there's an undead.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't tell you it's Strad von Zarovich, but it tells you there's an undead there. It's kind of similar to that. So it's not locate creature, but that is probably something you could get more specifically in the future if you want to further upgrade it, or kind of similar to how you have before with the Arcane Glass. That could maybe do something like that. If Asher casts locate creature through that, maybe she could do that on an opposing ship, or something close by, because it would amplify her distance from 1,000 by, I think we said it's by 10, isn't it? We do 10 times, so it'd be 10,000 feet from your ship, which is probably the same as what the ship scanner would normally do.
In terms of upgrades, obviously if it's, let's say, the ship's engine is a Mark 1, to upgrade it to a Mark 3 would obviously cost a lot. Mark 2 would cost less. But to upgrade it from a Mark 2 to a Mark 3, would that cost less because we have the first upgrade? Or does it not?
It would
affect
cost
it?
less because you could effectively resell it to the person who you're buying the new one off, but they will always buy at half price.
Right.
So they'll buy
not
your old one.
necessarily-
Yeah.
It's not necessarily. I think the way that I see it is not necessarily software. It's like hardware. So it's like, you know, yes, you have like a Mark 6 engine, but you can't make it into a Mark 8 engine. You have to just replace the engine and redo
Exactly,
it.
yeah. But, you know, you're talking like upgrades. Most of the Chimera is probably like a level 1 upgrade on most of its things. The scanners and I think you got level 2. But like upgrades can go big. You know, like scanners can go as far as, you know, detecting the next sector over, like it's like a level 4 upgrade, but they can probably even go higher again, you know. Yes, you acquire that. They get it installed in your ship before you leave. And then you are ready to set off and head towards the next sector if you so wish.
I don't think there's anything else we can do in this sector.
No.
Unless we want to test the scanner on... Did we land on the moon or the planet? We landed on the moon.
Yeah.
Do we want to scan the planet just to test the new scanner?
Don't see why not.
You wouldn't even have to land. You could do it like in orbit. Like it's like you can pull into orbit and you can scan the planet. Like it's a big long range. It's like a medium range scanner. If you think that for short range is ship, medium range is planet, long range is like a whole sector, and then very long range is like it's like next sectors kind of thing.
Well, test it. Right.
Yeah, Cyrus will ask Saparna if she can scan the planet, see if there are any shards there, just before we leave this sector.
Yep. So you guys take off from the actual Spectre, the moon, and you head towards Eclipsis, and you basically like Saparna gives a scan, and she goes like, "No, no shards are flagging up that I can see."
Well, at least we can scan planets now.
That'll come in handy.
We can also scan neighboring vessels if you're looking for anything particular, like in cargo bays to buy or things like that, or even if you're looking for particular upgrades, we could potentially look for something similar with that now. Maybe save us a landing.
Interesting. We ready to jump?
Aye.
Cyrus will prep the engines.
There you go, it's spooled up. Yes, the engines will get spooled up. You kind of like, you know, take a moment as they charge up and you jump. I assume you are continuing jumping forward.
Through Amalgamate space.
Yes.
Alrighty. You guys leap forward. Leaving the celestial shroud behind you in the strange nebula there, you eventually find yourself entering a system that some of you have been before, but the first time, I think, for a lot of you, at least flying your own vessel, the Jamaic system. This sector is a buffer zone between, you know, the upcoming militarized areas and the actual more common along Amalgamate space, is probably fair to say. As you arrive, you see that there is, unlike some sectors you've been before, it's probably the first time you encountered what is effectively lanes of traffic assigned for TEVs. So you basically see there is on your HUD popping up there, designated like, you know, paths to follow and things like that, like very like strictly kind of guided. There are lots of fortified installations here that are kind of like strategically positioned around. And it also, it seems to still do a lot of logistics here, though. You see a lot of traders here, you know, maybe on, like, amalgamate contracts, like bringing supplies to the front, things like that as well, that aren't necessarily military. The central star, Jemaic, is this, like, medium-sized yellow star. You see there's a larger planet, Guardian, it's called. There's a little asteroid belt, kind of like around the halfway point, called Protector's Belt, and there's Beacon Station as well, which kind of like transmits information kind of across the sector itself here as well. You don't really receive any heals unless you break off from the like set kind of like lanes. As for trading, if you were looking for any trading here, the best place to probably do some of that would probably be down on Guardian. Looks like the beacon station is heavily militarized, and although the Protector's Belt has like a variety of outposts and surveillance stations on it, they all appear to be military. Not really much trade going on unless you maybe have a contract of like a delivery to attend to. But there's maybe like a logistics center down on Guardian itself that you could maybe look at trading with along those lines. Or you can stay up in the Expanse.
I wonder if we could pick up a trading contract to bring supplies to the front line.
That might be worth doing. The only problem is obviously that we would have direct interaction with the military, so maybe only me and Days could meet them.
Yeah.
Speaking of Days, anyone seen her? She didn't come down for breakfast this morning.
I'll go see if she's dead.
I'm sure she's not dead. She's probably just incredibly hungover.
Atlas will go see if she's dead.
You go up the stairs. With your passive perception, Atlas, you clock one immediately that Days' room's doors open, but you hear the sound of movement inside the medical bay.
I will check the medical bay.
Days is going through all the cabinets looking for something. You come in, and she's like still wrapped up in Astra's like cloak.
If you're looking for a hangover cure, I don't think they've invented one yet.
I was more looking for like something to take the edge of this headache that wasn't, you know, more alcohol. But it's looking more and more likely we'll go for these cupboards. There's just lots of plants in here. I can't even make sense of any of them. Like, am I supposed to smoke this or roll this or rub this? I don't know.
Can I use my knowledge to see if I can find anything to help?
Sure, you can make a medicine check.
I was thinking more like herbalism kit being useful.
Yeah, you can use a herbalism kit if you got proficiency in that instead. It'll still be like an intelligence-based, like...
I don't know how to use tools.
Do you have proficiency in herbalism?
I do.
So you add your proficiency bonus and make an intelligence check.
Intelligence. I don't know shit.
No, you've no idea. Atlas, Astra keeps some
Even
weird
with my
shit in his cupboards.
proficiency. None of this shit's from my planet.
Yeah. Daze eventually like gives up. She's like, I guess I just gotta grin and bear it.
Could try and find her some hair of the dog.
Bad idea.
I'm gonna go get a shower and get dressed.
Try eating something. That'll probably help.
That sounds like the worst thing I could do right now.
Try drinking a glass of water.
Sure, I'll stand in the shower and open my mouth.
Close enough.
But yeah, Daze will return back to her room. You hear the chunk to the door closing and locking from the
As she
inside.
leaves, I'm just like, don't do drugs, kids.
You hear just the sound of like music. Daze's room.
Atlas will return to the group.
Yeah.
He's dead.
She's not dead.
He's dead. There's a corpse upstairs.
Uh-huh.
Make a deception check, Atlas, if you want. Up to you guys if you believe her or not, but
What?
I just think
Alright, I keep accidentally rolling twice, and I don't know why.
It does that for me as well. I don't know why.
I think it's beyond 20. He's just being a little bit dumb.
Yeah. She's not dead.
Okay.
Even with my passive insight of 11, I can tell she is not dead.
But look how much better at lying I got. Wow.
She might be dying, but she's not dead. So, do we want to run the risk of talking to the Amalgamate troops once Diaz is ready, or do we want to figure out another way to sneak towards the front line? Because I imagine we're going to be stopped in the next sector. It's too close to the conflict zone.
Whatever it is that we do, we really need to make sure our story is straight. Ichabod says, Alice's dad.
You're not rely on trading, or
We could, but based on our occupants, maybe better to say that you have been contracted to
Hired.
travel us or something. Myself and my family don't really scream ship crew.
No, but also, if any of the Amalgamate got a description of you,
You guys can say it about yourselves as well, though. I mean, you know, what happened back there before and all that other stuff. The things they were saying. Kaya. Some favors by the minute.
We've got to stop stressing.
I'm just saying,
you should have
you know,
been to that
it's...
spa day of us.
You guys went to a spa?
They went to a spa.
Yeah.
We went elsewhere.
I would have come if I would have known.
we went to the theater. It was very illuminating.
Oh, what was on?
I don't know the name of it.
Yes.
There it was
What
about
happened?
a guy
Mhm.
and his brother,
Yes.
who was his uncle, tried to kill him, and then he escaped, but then it wasn't actually his uncle, it was his father, and his uncle was actually the nice one, but Cyrus is trying to retell the story of the Tilm theater.
Okay. She's like, I haven't heard this story. Must be by some new upcoming playwright. Very strange. Amateur theatre, probably.
Yeah, it seemed like it. Like a light went out at one point. I don't think it was meant to.
Well, doesn't like we missed anything.
Cyrus looks at Astra and just nods.
It's like the spa was lovely. For me, anyway.
Not Astra. Atlas. Cyrus looks at Atlas and nods.
There's a big theater on the Song. We'll have to check it out. I've never actually been. But they used to go every year, a couple times a year.
It is wonderful, but not the easiest thing to get to sometimes.
Anyways, we're probably going to be waiting a fair while for Days. She was a little not living.
Rough.
So
Can one of you guys just go bippity boppity cure?
I can remove poison, but it's the aftermath of the poison that might be her issue.
Oh.
Astra, you got any magic?
Oh.
God hangover cure magic?
Something just
I
conks
think
on the couch.
I just have cure wounds and healing word.
Lesser restoration would help with a hangover.
I don't think she has it prepared.
I do.
Atlas does. She's just letting her live with the consequences of her conks.
Volgir will offer up a lesser restoration.
Will it make you feel
Oh,
better?
man.
I'm just gonna be go to your door. Yeah, go
Yeah,
on,
that's
try.
enough
She
on
actually lowers her head down, it's touch her head. Still wet from the shower.
try it and see what happens.
Yeah, she's long enough that the exhaustion's already worn off. She's like, that is. Oh, that's so much better. Okay.
Why is it always vulgar?
Yeah.
Have we slept yet? Because I'm still exhausted.
After
I thought
4
we
hours,
only
the
had
exhaustion will
4
drop.
hours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a little hurt from my flaming cocktail.
If you guys
Yeah,
travel,
I'm
I think you're
from
probably
ice
due.
cocktail.
You're like due long rest because you like are traveling at weird times. I think you travel and then you need to sleep like after you travel. So you're probably due a long rest night anyway. But you have to wait 24 hours for the ship to recharge. But you can push through if you need.
We're thinking days.
Yeah.
Probably gonna get flagged if we travel too close to the front line. What if we picked up a trader's contract to deliver supplies there? Gives us a reason to be in that area. The only problem is we have to deal with the Amalgamate directly.
Yeah, I mean, it could work. There's lots of stuff that they probably need ferried back and forth, even like messages, things like that maybe can't be trusted for open communications, like sealed notes. I've not been in this front in some time, but there was always like private couriers, things like that, taking those jobs. It was a quick, easy way to make them make shits, and it saved us having to waste military resources on it. You probably wouldn't be able to get your hands on any like gear or anything like that. Like anything that kind of stuff we tend to travel ourselves.
I'm
But
honestly just looking for if they come to us and say, "Why are you here?" We can give this reason that's legit. We're delivering this message, and then after we deliver it, we can slip into the Draconid space.
yeah, I mean, we could go offer to be a courier,
it
but like,
even checks out if we're, a trading vessel. Trading vessel who needs to cross the barrier might as well make a little bit of extra cash while we're there.
yeah, I mean, like 100%, it's worth sticking our head in and seeing. I mean, you have to remember they're not going to stop us being a trading vessel. They'll, warn us and stuff about like all the shit we're going to do. But like, at the end of the day, the border, even with the wars on, it's not like it's a closed. There's no like ban on trading. Like people still need to get where they're going, regardless of the war. But there's a risk, we might get attacked by the Draconid if they are attacking at the time.
We flew strafe through when we traveled through. What about you, Cyrus?
I don't remember much. Bernie kind of just shut me into the cargo hold, but I mean, he's a goblin, so maybe they just didn't deem him as much of a threat, or maybe he did some deals for them. I don't know.
I mean,
he just told me he could get me off world.
What kind of
Get you off.
Off world.
What kind of like ship? What were they in? Were they in like a goblin? I think, or like they're part of the Amalgamate goblins. So I mean, but if he's not in like a Fey looking ship, he might have got away with it. Like they don't really go for their own. Most of them are just attacking our vessels. So, and we're like, to be fair, the Amalgamate, we've not acknowledged this is like a war. This is like, for some reason, the Draconids have started like attacking our like trading ships and like our military ships that are nearby. But they're not trying to take ground. Like it's more like pirating, nearly. It feels like. But we're not invading. We're holding our line, and we're not attacking any ships that come through us. Like that's why Amalgamate is safe, But once we go out there, it's kind of more Wild Westy. We don't know what they're gonna do. We send out the odd little scouting party to try to see what's going on, but they're not talking back to us. So like we gotta try to scout for eyes, and that's not always easy.
Maybe it's a weird kind of like territorial thing. Like we have claimed this space, don't enter it.
Yeah, but we had like a whole peace treaty of like Cirkel and all that was agreed upon like a good while ago. Like I'm not good at my history, but like feels like it was at least 10 or 100 years ago, however long that is in the timeline.
10 to 100 years.
Cyrus just looks at Volgear and been like, any insights?
Does Volga have any insights? But he's not that old.
I misplaced a
No,
couple of zeros. The peace treaty of Cirkel was like fucking thousands of years ago.
I'm not talking about you personally, Volgear. I mean, do you know someone or something that might have an insight?
Probably not. Don't think so.
Begins with S, rhymes with ward.
I thought a
He's
dragon
looking
doesn't
at you,
rhyme with
playing with
word.
you now, like
No,
twisting his...
it begins with S. A dragon doesn't begin with S either.
Olgir, ask your
Could be
magic
fun.
sword.
Oh, if only you'd said it so straightforward. he asks the sword.
It has been some time since we have last spoke, my young friend. What is it I can help you with?
Love you, a sword.
Hmm.
I know he had an actual name, but all dragons in my brain now are just...
A dragon, a sword.
Yeah. That's a sword right there. You had no
I
idea
just
what I
got
was
that.
talking about, did you?
I just got that whenever you said a dragon, a sword.
His name, a sword.
I'll just be like, my friends here have some questions about the history, and we're hoping you might be able to shed some light.
Quite possibly.
I mean, we might be okay getting through, even if people are trying to pirate us. Like, he speaks Draconic, I speak, like, nervously glances at her parents. She's like, I speak also.
There's also, we have a large incentive to not board us currently in the cargo bay.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about the massive amount of loot you've got down there, that's definitely a reason to board you guys.
We were talking about the massive thing that thinks the loot is their hoard every single time we load new cargo on, and then throws a hissy fit every time we unload it.
The deterrent.
The Detewa.
Sure.
I just like to imagine every single time cargo's getting loaded on, as it's just that, like, it's not your hoard. We have to sell it. And he's like,
Mine. Can we all speak to the sword, or is it just Volgir?
Just vulgar.
Yeah.
But you can, like, translate it through him. It's not...
Yes.
can it
Yeah, I'll just
hear
translate
us?
if you...
Yeah, so ask if your sword knows about why the Draconid suddenly became hostile. Or was
He's
there
going to look at
an
his sword and
event?
go, so this one, and he's going to point the sword at you and just go, this one would like to know why you're so angry and why you're attacking everyone.
Not him personally.
Not
Her
you, your
personally,
race.
them personally, I don't know what a sword's pronouns are.
It.
That feels rude.
That's an item.
Yeah, but there's a guy in the item. Or girl, or they.
I suppose the skull I would have referred to as he, so...
Sword,
the
what are your
sword's-
preferred pronouns?
What did they sound like?
David Attenborough.
Who is that?
That must be a dwarf. That must be a famous dwarf. I don't recognize that name
It
at
is.
all.
I have been in the Amalgamate space for longer than the strange things you talk about. Those events, I believe, have only really occurred in the last year or so.
Ask him what his preferred
We've
pronouns
maintained
are.
a peace for nearly 2,500 years with the Amalgamate. Why would we be broken so soon? I could only theorize.
Well, what'd he say?
Lots and lots of words. No, Volgir will then just reiterate. I can't tell if George is sneezing
Atlas,
or is
are
he...
you dying?
I
Yeah.
choked on a Rennie.
For God's sake,
good.
That's a
Atlas,
new one.
chew your food.
They're powdery, okay?
Okay, so he doesn't know. Can he? He knows his
Ask
race.
it its preferred pronouns. We don't know if it's a he.
Yeah. Okay. What? How does the sword like to be referred?
Does Volker ask that?
Volgir's just looking at the sword.
Ask it.
And then he thinks in his head, oh shit, I've actually got to ask this because someone else understands Draconic. God damn it.
Maybe you can speak to the sword, like, mentally, you think?
Oh, I'm just going to say this one over here wants to know things about you that I'm not sure you care much besides at the moment. I want to know: are you a they, he, she? Sword, steel.
Would have in my draconic form. I would have been a he, but I have since lost that.
What kind
form.
of he? Kind of dragon.
Kind of he? That's a very.
What kind of he? What kind of color?
I was.
What color?
All of these new genders that the young group tend to think out confuse me.
Because it's a lightning sword, so they would have been blue or bronze.
Are you asking what
Bronze?
color I am?
Bronze?
Yes.
Blue or bronze.
Like the handle
I
and the
know my
hilt of this
dragons.
blade, which are forged from scales taken from my old tail. I am blue.
Blue.
That is why I
Like
can give you such
Volgear.
lightning whenever we feel luck on our side.
Yes,
Or you
some
imbue
extreme
me
luck.
with your power.
I'm assuming Volgear reiterates that.
Oh, of course. Just assume.
It's a he.
It's a
That's all he says.
Yeah, it's a he.
Okay.
Volker
So-
like stares off for like a solid like 90 seconds, like as that
He
whole.
goes, he.
Does he have any idea as to why his kin would suddenly become hostile?
I can't imagine he would, considering he said he wasn't anywhere nearby, but I'll ask.
Like I said,
I'll ask.
I mean, dude's been.
I could
explored.
only theorize. I've been trapped in this blade in.
What would
About
make
this.
your...
My first theory
Countryman.
would be that perhaps there was some kind of disagreement in the military, perhaps about things. But I believe that if there was an actual command given from Thaxil to attack, we would have taken ground by now. It's weird that we would hold back. My suggestion, maybe there's a few outliers. Maybe it would not be the first time elves, man, and dwarf have lied to the dragons or lied to their own people about us. I mean that no offense. It is simply a fact. It could be a fiction to keep their people from getting too close to us for some reason. Perhaps there is no war at all. I have not seen it with my own senses to even validate it as real. But it seems illogical to me. Well, why are we not taking ground? Why has the Amalgamate maybe not taken ground? Is there a war at all?
There is no war in Bossing Say.
Volgear's response: he doesn't know.
Yeah, just... he's not sure. He yeah. No, he just doesn't know. He
Well,
does make a good point of why has nothing changed in terms of the front lines.
Oh, well, I told you that already. It's because we're not... The Amalgamate, we're not recognizing this as a war. This is like... It's a conflict, sure, but like they're attacking trading vessels and like military vessels that get too close. But, you know, at the end of the day, they're not attacking us and we're not attacking them. The front line stayed the same as it always has. And it's always
Why
been
would they?
kind of militarized.
well, we didn't learn anything new, but point still stands. Where do we go from here? I mean, we have
Let's
to
see
go
if we can
forward.
pick something up. We'll send down Days and Barry. Sure, we don't exactly look like trading folk, but you know,
We are a marked trading vessel, though.
yeah.
Sure, we can probably go down to Guardian then. There's a training ground in there that I used to be based out of in the past. I might know a couple people around there. We can always give that a go. But before that, Atlas, I'd grab you for a couple minutes just before we go. But no major rush.
Sure.
She'll grab you for an aside if no one else has anything else to say, and she like takes you probably back upstairs to, like her room, and she's like, "So no, just like I just gotta ask. I found this in my underwear," and she pulls out a feather, I just need to know if anything happened, like...
You stripped naked and got lost in a maze, and I gathered up all your clothes for you because they were on a bunch of statues. And I tried on your jacket.
Okay, that's fine. Do you want this back?
No, I can't. I can't put it back on.
You can just keep it.
I don't need to keep it. I continuously grow them. They're not.
Okay, well, this is the
throw it in
one-time
the
offer
trash.
of the... But in the trash, okay, I mean, like, that's fine. At least I know you're not a creep, and she drops it in the trash. If you'd asked to
I
keep
like
it
how
after,
she
like,
just
touched my dirty
completely
underwear, I would be
ignores it.
worried.
No, I'm good. Did you think we might have slept together and you forgot?
Maybe. Or something happened. You don't often find feathers in your underwear unless, you know, something happened.
Well, maybe you don't.
Yeah, I don't have feathers.
Nah, don't worry. Even when drunk, you only have eyes for the cleric.
Okay. Good.
Why is that rude?
Then it just felt rude.
Well, I wasn't intending it to be rude.
Why, do you want... Did I upset you? Do you want to have sex with me right now?
No, I'm good.
Fine.
I just thought it might reassure you to know that, you know, you're not that irresponsible when drunk.
Well, I would just, you know, I just need to be sure that nothing had happened, that's all. I can't
Nothing-
remember much after the, you know, second or third tongue sprinkling.
Well, you were buck-ass naked for a while, but apart from that, you're good.
Sounds like a pretty standard night.
I mean, your standard nights. Wow, your jacket makes me look very cool, but I can't get it on properly because my wings.
Maybe we can get you untailored. If you want to get one, they'll probably have some down here at Guardian. They're only supposed to give them to people like of rank, though. And I have no reason to be here. I don't have like requisition slips or anything. No, you need like a quartermaster approve all that stuff.
Maybe I'll see if Barrows can pilfer me one. He's
Yeah,
an
maybe.
expert at stealing clothes.
You might be able to find some in a surplus somewhere, maybe. I don't know. They probably wouldn't have any this close to the front, but you know.
But it's funnier if Barrows steals one.
Okay, well, we're already kind of in trouble with the amalgamate, so maybe let's like minimize the trouble. That's the whole point of stopping.
They're already labeled as terrorists. How much more trouble can you get in from that?
Well, at the minute, they're struggling to recognize you, so
True.
the second they recognize you, you got a bigger problem.
Okay, fine. Barry Lightfoot won't steal.
Probably for the best. Keep Barros as the thief, and Barry Lightfoot is, you know, the honorable trader who does all the good. Did I make a fool of myself?
A little bit, but we all did.
That's fine.
Cyrus can't go back.
Oh. What the fuck did Cyrus do?
He did like racist stand-up.
Oh my god, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
it was- He is not going to be allowed to sit at that table downstairs for a while.
I think we should remove his chair.
No, we just we remove one leg of his chair and then we prop it up against another chair, so when he tries to shuffle back, he'll just bam.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, okay, Vulgar, tell me if this is racist. What's a dwarf's favorite type of pudding?
I think by this point, this is probably like the 20th joke.
Yeah,
that has
you're just
come
like,
through.
Vulgar, tell me if this is racist, and he's like, yes, before you even started talking.
Does it have the word dwarf, short, or stout in it?
No.
Then it's still racist.
But a dwarf's favorite pudding is beard and butter.
Racist.
But you see, because instead of bread and butter, it's beard, because it's the same letters, but they're rearranged.
Like, Volgir's right eye starts twitching.
Sunshine finally laughs, like after that long pause.
Cyrus, if Fulgir punches you, I'm not healing you. You have to learn from your actions.
I'm just saying it's not as bad as they're making it out to be. I thought some of them were pretty
Atlas
funny.
will come downstairs and be like, Cyrus, other table.
What? No, it's not. He gets up, sits at the other table.
I'm just gonna be.
People call you a tiefling.
Because I'm not a tiefling.
Volgir's just gonna be talking to us. So, any chance you could give me a freebie right now? I just want one freebie, just for this guy.
I thought beard and butter was kind of funny.
Eventually, Deez comes back down with Atlas. She has a very neatly folded cloak, and she goes up to Astra, and she gives it to you, and she gives you like a little
Thank you.
nod. You notice Astra, there's like a note tucked in it. She's like, "All right, Barrels, let's go."
Okay, I'm ready when you are.
We just gonna take the
Barry,
shuttle
let's
down, or
touch
are we gonna
yourselves.
take the whole fucking thing down?
Oh no, just take the shuttle.
Take the shuttle.
Don't put us anywhere near that.
I know
thing.
you're gonna get sick of me saying this, but is there a shard down there?
Scanning. Nothing on that planet.
Okay,
just
So
thank you.
Barna, don't
check
wait for us to ask. By the way,
every single
like,
one.
I do check whenever
just
we get
check.
within range of anything.
let us
Don't worry.
know. You know.
Okay, just
They're not
Thought I'd
super
ask.
common. No.
Yeah, but we don't want to fly right past one.
yeah. And if they're not common, and we just fly past one of the planets that happens to have it, we don't scan it, we won't know. I didn't realize you were doing the background scan checks.
Okay, that's what I'm here for. And
Also, what if we
being a
miss
god.
like a super cool shard of you? You know.
Yeah, okay, we know you're a god. You don't have to remind us.
I will say, if we're going as far as Nuclear Major, it would be probably worth going back to Calum and seeing if there's anything there. I imagine there's probably some shards in Calum.
I mean, yeah, we might as well, right? Plus,
going
we
as
can meet
close.
Astra's dad, and maybe Cyrus's dad.
I'd also like to
No.
try to find out what happened to my brothers and sisters.
The other gods.
Yes.
Can't we just leave a few of them, like,
Also, like,
wherever they are?
Which one specifically?
Lorian.
an apple.
No, we want to get an apple, right?
No, leave Lorian be.
I
He's
think we
he's
need
fine.
Lorian, don't we?
Oh, wherever he is, I think he's fine. Mm-hmm.
Got daddy issues, man.
And God issues.
Oh, you have no idea.
Daddy and God issues. Daddy God
Astra
issues.
will check the letter whilst they're going on about daddy issues.
Yeah, it's...
Kinda everyone here has some level of daddy
If
or
you-
mommy issues, except me.
If either of you had my father, you would really understand why.
I don't
Your
understand.
dad's kinda
I have
nice.
this father, and Alice will just
Yeah,
like
he-
point to her dad.
And he's pretty chill. In comparison.
Thank you, I think.
I mean, you're pretty
It's-
chill.
you're pretty chill in
regularly,
general.
To be fair,
So compared to my father,
you
it's
don't
like
get
major
mad at
compliment.
much. I don't think I've even heard you yell before.
I don't really need
Jesus.
to.
I'm kind of interested to meet him. I just want to see
No,
what makes
No.
this.
it's a really bad idea.
He might like
Like,
me.
Like
Maybe
you've
he
made
just
some
hates
pretty
you
bad You've made some
specifically.
pretty bad decisions. Atlas, you made some pretty bad decisions. Going to see my father would be the worst of all. Like just full stop. No,
I'm just
no
saying,
other
maybe
else.
it's
He's
just
the worst
you
person.
specifically that he hates.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, to be honest.
Maybe he's super nice to us. Would that be worse?
That or he'll just think you're lesser life forms.
That's not rare for us, to be honest.
All right. So I need to work out what exactly we're doing. Are we just going to be going gun ho into the front lines, or what's the plan here? We were talking about how we're appeasing the Amalgamate. We've not even considered how we're going to appease the Draconids. That's like the last thing you kind of hear as like Beros and D is like board the shuttle and like fly down.
Well, what did Draconids like that we could?
Gold.
Gold is good.
Klitz liked exotic animals, fruit, blowing stuff up.
I mean, if you guys want, you can make a history check to see what you know about Draconids and how they're...
Do I get any kind of advantage having known one?
Sure. You'll travel on a ship belonging to one.
I don't really think there's anything that we're gonna have that they'll like buy from us. They might just try and take it.
Not natural, but you know, a dirty 20.
So,
With a 6, that's what Cyrus thinks.
Atlas, you would know the Draconid Concordat is a group of primarily or at least the highest level, are referred to as reptile folk, dragonborn, lizard folk, kobolds, that kind of thing. Even Yuan-Ti as well are also considered quite high. There's also a sub species in the Draconic Quad who are kind of seen as a lesser. They are your Leonin, Tabaxi, Gnolls, and Hadozis.
Animal folk.
They are like more like bestial folk, yeah.
What are the ASMR giggling at?
Harry just messaged me. What do Draconids like? Durgar wives.
Volgir, remember this.
That woke him up. He was chilling. He was like, "What?"
Volgir is going to be rummaging around for bottles of wine or spirits.
Volgir's just there like, come on, one freebie. One
One freebie on both the Astamor. Come on, I've earned it.
He's begging the sword. Come on, give it to me. They're not just insulting me now. They're insulting Draconids.
Astra, you act so sweet and innocent, but you're fucking savage.
But yes, Atlas, you know that there is all these different ethnicities.
Yep.
Draconid ships primarily will always have either a dragon or dragonborn kind of as acting as the captain. And as a result, it is very much a dictator-esque rule. The captain's final call. And dragons are, selfish at the best of times.
Yeah.
So there's always a chance, unlike the Amalgamate, where it is very much for the four stronger together and the greater good and all that kind of stuff. Draconids definitely have a more
captain's own plan.
Yeah. It is definitely more like you're dealing with privateers sometimes rather than dealing with a large army all in the same plan. So you would be roughly aware of that. You would know that your little friend who you traveled before, their ship was not a Draconid ship because it was...
wouldn't go through.
Probably wouldn't have got through. But it wouldn't have got through probably more on the grounds that kobolds are kind of like the lesser of the reptile folks. They're
bottom of the high pile.
But the Tabaxi, the Gnolls, the Leonin, the Hadozi, they don't have Tevs. They're not recognized ones. They sometimes crash Tevs and like that. They scavenge and make things out of, but it's not very common. So any Draconic Conquest ships are primarily reptilian led. And they might have the crew might be mixed, but the head is there, and the head can be corrupted in a sense to that kind of level. So if you can appeal to a dragon's nature, but it would depend on what kind of dragon. Different dragons the Horde, different things, and the Dragonborn under them are the same. Traditionally the true dragons are more rare. Dragonborn are more common to find acting as captains.
I'll also kind of reiterate look, if I know anything about Draconid ships, it's that it's either a dragon or more commonly Dragonborn who's going to be the captain. And it's in their nature to be greedy. They can be bribed as long as we have the right stuff. Problem is, everyone likes something different. It's like Tewa. They all want to hoard something, but they want something specific.
It could go in our favor then. If we have nothing of interest to them, they may just let us go.
Yeah.
And I wonder how far their protection would extend even if we did make a deal with them. As far as the sector, as far as the range of their guns.
I don't know.
It could be problematic if the only thing they like is our ship.
No offense, but this ship here lacks the pizzazz of a Draken vessel.
She's a bit of a fixer-upper.
I mean, if you see
Let's
Draken
always
vessels,
said
all
that
of
traveling
you
through
guys
Draken space was easy because you just had to throw them the right bones.
Yep.
Best bet might just be running.
Could be. Just hop, skip, and a jump out of there. Push the engine to the limits. These and Beros, you travel down to the surface of Guardian. And as your shuttle touches down, that is where we're going to stop for tonight. Pick up next time. Bye-bye.